This is Devious Dave Rose, and this is Drama Watchtower number 19. And going live, I already have 14 viewers, and Tony has 15, 14. Oh, YouTube, kind of stupid, but regardless, just going live and instantly, bam, I've got people watching. That's amazing. Weird, bizarre. But the numbers apparently don't matter until they do.
There must be some kind of way out
So,
of here.
it's been a while
So they're talking to the thief.
since we manned the Drama Watchtower.
There's too much confusion.
And as always, before we do anything else, let's start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today. We've got, going up to our list, way up. Somebody was in before Latino Heat. I can't see the comment. Out with cows. Then Latino Heat. We've got Burr2393. It's the man with two first names. Lagoon. Casey is Raw. And I'm sure many more will start to filter in. But, it's been some time, and as always, I do my own thing because I do have a life. But, people will continue to talk about me. I made such an impact in their lives that they certainly aren't ever going to let go at the fact that I gave them, permanent use of a colostomy bag. So, hurt them so bad in the poo-poo spot that they'll never be able to do anything other than wear a diaper. Gross, I know, yes. But it is the case. I've hurt people very badly in the no-no spot, and just with my words. But the words alone were enough to warrant them to be administered to ICU. But, yes, it is a very fire song there, Birdman. But Tony's been saying shit, doing shit. I've been busy all day, but, people bring this to my attention, and sometimes, things have to be addressed. What I'm actually having much more fun with is reading the comments that have been either sent to me or that I've witnessed. People say, okay, turn into timestamp so-and-so, whatever. And then you see such great comments that are obsessed with me. And, there's so much. I mean, I do my own thing. I really do. I do my own gaming stuff, try to coordinate with others to do what I initially, agreed and signed on for. So Final Frontier News, for example. Jesse and I are trying to do that Ordered Chaos show. I have something that I've got prepared for Joe's Star Trek channel. And, my stuff sort of gets put on a sideline, as I've explained in the past. I'm not going to cover a conspiracy topic again if I cover it on Joe's show. Because it's just, it's just repetition. Repetition is a sign of weak mind. But regardless, it's just, something that people had asked me for. Some people actually called in some favors. And they said, you know what, I want you to cover the stuff. Okay, well, if you're calling in the favor, I got to respect that. So that's why I'm here tonight. I was actually thinking of doing a fishing stream, but I did like the way the last one went. It was, not just an enjoyable experience trying to get those points and stuff, but also, having people like Ken call in or Danny call in and discussing all sorts of drama-related topics, which I know many people appreciated. So, yes, I did that. And, during that show, actually, or it was the one prior to that. I don't know. These days, again, having actual responsibilities rather than just being able to smoke weed and just sit back on your ass, get bed sores, or should I say chair sores. I've got other things that are on my mind. And as such, there can be certain times where you have to take care of other things. It makes sense, right? But no, I continue to live rent free in the minds of so many different people. But the best part is, like I said, is a big portion of Tony's uh, chat, I guess if you want to call it that. Um, well, basically, it is what it is. Um, certainly quite obsessed over me and other people too. I'm not going to say I'm the star of the show here, but there's other people that are, raised, and Ken or Joe, even Scott. I mean, I don't think Scott's been in there for a while, and yet they're still commenting on Scott. Shout out to It's Bullsy in the chat. He says, "Did a new shit turd arrive?" No, Tony's always been the same shit turd that he is, and as has been his audience, who essentially are just so rejected by everyone else, they're relegated to being on Tony's show because nobody else wants them around. And well, I think that speaks for itself, but apparently it doesn't speak for some of these individuals. Now, one of them is this individual here. Let's blow this up here so everyone can see what he looks like. Certainly looks washed up. But, shout out to Fizz Loof in the chat. This is a guy who has been going hard on me for, I guess, ever since Tony gave him a wrench and stuff. Because, Tony, big man until, he fucks around and then finds out. This guy is Carlos Ray. This is not Carlos Cabral. I think he was following Tony for a while, supporting him and so forth, and then he had some sort of mental breakdown or something and then left. I always got confused. There's way too many Carloses. But this is Carlos Ray. This is the guy that you'll notice if you ever check out Tony's chat, is that this guy's constantly writing in uppercase. So he's got caps lock on and constantly writing. Now, 17 years IT experience. And that was several years ago. That was more than 5 years ago. So regardless, I'd continue to actually do it. But I like the 17 number. This guy basically is, constantly shitting on me whenever he gets a chance to, but doesn't seem to want to admit the fact that, because, I can tell you this from 17 years IT experience, is that people who are actually blind legally or have vision issues will always write in caps because they can't see their message if they don't do that. And they don't have the common sense or courtesy or intelligence really to, because you can really do this in a converter, a text converter. You write something out in uppercase, select all, and then say sentence form. You select the setting for sentence form, and it'll it'll actually adjust all the capitalization accordingly. But, clearly someone as retarded as this individual that we're seeing right here, who looks like a fucking homeless man, to be quite honest. This is the guy who's throwing so much shit on me and yet writing in caps. Like, dude, either stop yelling or just admit you're blind and get off the internet. Because if you're blind, you need one of those special sort of tablets that puts everything in Braille for you. Because, no, that you don't seem to understand that is improper. You don't write in caps. And if you do, because you can't see anything but won't admit it, like the boomer that you are, then at least use some sort of online web translation that will put it into sentence form, and we don't have to deal with your fucking stupidity. But that is certainly something that cannot be denied. Bullsy in the chat says, confession, I have eyesight problems, so I sometimes need to wear glasses. Yeah, I wear glasses too, but I don't subject everyone to having to read things in uppercase, because that's just gay. But let's do this here. I'm going to share this, just so you can see some of the funny stuff that I'm seeing. Skibbity bop da da, shooby dooby doo wah. Is it this one? OBS is always kind of weird. Let's see if this is the one. It's the one. Yeah, it is one. or the 2. All right, so let's do this so you guys can see us. There we go. That should work. Because this is the stream that Tony is currently doing right now. I don't even know if Tony's reviewing me or not. Really don't care. But I am just, much more curious in regards to showing the people in the chat, which I find quite comical. So there's Fatso there, as you can see. This person certainly quite angry at me. I guess I've hurt them really hard. And they got a wrench there in Tony's chat. Tony. But certainly I must have angered him. There's, as you can always identify, Carlos Ray, right in the caps. There you go, right in the caps. And then there's this account. Joe made $500,000 off disabled people. That's certainly, I think, putting things, I don't know, a little too exaggerated, to be quite honest. But hey, whatever it takes to get your story across, right? You want to feel victimized by Joe Cronin? Go right ahead. Then this Kelly Jersey person, shitting on Danny MT here. I believe she was the same person that said that Ken's wife pays for everything. Ken stays at home, has no job, is unemployed, and he just leeches off his wife. So I believe that was the person that Ken was referring to the other day when he came on my show and was discussing that. So Carlos Ray, oh, Danny, you're killing me. You're killing me with the use of caps there, retard. Stop, no more. So I believe that Danny at this point was, I think he was in the chat at this point, but must have gotten blocked. That's the only thing that can explain why this guy is referring to Danny in this chat, but we don't see Danny's name here. Ice on who? LOL. So he's responding to somebody saying, calling ice. Ice on me? Ice for my soda? LOL. I do have your picture. I do have your channel, which is associated with your IPs. It's a simple matter of directing that to ICE. You could do it via, via Twitter. And, very often than not, they have a responsibility to check that out. Just like when, you say, hey, FBI on Twitter, this person's making a bomb threat against this location. And they got to look into that. So, never know. So it's the most fun we've had in days. Stop writing in caps there, fag. Stop writing in caps. What else we got here? Bed sores is from laying in bed all day. What the fuck is he even talking about? Because he was playing a clip, I guess, of the Danny saying bed sores. Whatever, sores. I mean, sitting in the seat, that'll add to that. But there you go. So they shit more on Danny and such. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I went into Tony's chat and sure showed him. Laughed my ass off. Oh, he apparently ordered nachos. Oh, he ordered Taco Bell, which is fucking pathetic, to be quite honest. He was actually very proud of it. I do find it quite comical. Because I was actually, coincidentally, or no, I don't know, I actually was planning on making chicken soft tacos tonight. So, I don't have to order that shit. Again, the stuff that you order from Taco Bell, it's abysmal. It's garbage. And how can you take part? Like, whoa, dude, I've got a, chicken quesadilla and I've got some soft tacos and it's fucking full of processed shit. I thought you were the fucking healthy one with the fucking eating of the impossible meats and all that sort of shit. What the fuck? So I'm making my stuff actually fresh. Got some fresh vegetables, fresh chicken, fresh tortillas, but they're wheat tortillas. Not going the full traditional way, although there is use of wheat tortillas. Corn tortillas would be good, but I'm not a fan of the, particular brand that the local social supermarket, it will be a social market soon, of the corn tortillas that they have. They get a little too moist, and there's much better. And I believe there's a Mexican place somewhat close to me that actually makes them fresh, so I can just go in there and just get a bunch of them, freshly made de maíz, as in to say corn. But I was actually planning to make that tonight, so I find that very, very interesting, nonetheless. That He was, ordering Taco Bell and being very proud of it. Meanwhile, I'm going to be very proud of my homemade meal, natural, spiced the way I like it. And in fact, now to think of it, I'm kind of tempted. I'm going to make two types of tacos. See, that's the thing about cooking and not being a lazy ass, is that it's a great joy. I mean, how could you not think it's a great joy? But we've got, what do we got? Fest Love in the chat says, Carlos Ray loves him some Tony. He sure seems to. Bird says, that Kelly account sure is skunty. I don't know if it is. But let's get back to this here, boppers. So, yeah, still writing in caps. He photoshops her wig. I don't know who that's referring to. Still not talking about that. Where else was that stuff here? Somewhere here, I believe. Give me a second here. Okay, so there's Ronald Booth, or BR, because I guess he saw YR change his initials. And it's like, oh, I'm going to do that too. It's like, Ronald, we know exactly who you are. You also donated to me. You're still on the donation marquee that swings by on the screen. So, come on. Now, here's the best part. I think the best part. I don't know, just from what I saw. Carlos Ray, Ronald Booth, Dave making you famous today. Well, I always make everyone famous. Can't believe he picked on the two quiet guys. You mean quietest guys? BR and Almighty to go after. Well, they went after me first. And also, these are the guys that sure seem to not like me, but they're more than willing to show up in Ken's chat. And, well, they were certainly watching yesterday when Ken was on my show. Nobody held a gun to his head to be here. So I'm sure that really got them very mad. What else did we got here? Oh, yeah, this is funny. Dave, remember when Dave fucked up on a food review where he lived at a sub or something like that? Are you fucking retarded? Oh, that's right. You write in all caps. You stupid, spick motherfucker. You write in all caps. And it's fucking hilarious. Where was that? Where was it? There we go. He fuked up. You mean fucked up. Did a food review. Okay, you know what? Let's do this. Let's do this right now. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh, I've got the wrong one selected. My bad. Let's do this. Let's do... Where is it? There we go. Oops. Here we go. All right, so... Oh, Jacob RP. Welcome, senor. Someone said drama? Of course. I told you before. Don't play stupid. You've been bugging me. You've been saying, are you going to go live tonight? Are you going to go live tonight? You guys want to see the screenshots of that? Because I can show them. This guy's been wanting me to go live for quite some time. I also see you popping up in Tony's chat. So, Jacob RP says, someone has a soundbite that says, motherfucker. Who is that again? No idea. I don't keep track of that. Shout out to Irish Dave in the chat. Let's take a look at this. All right. So we've got Carlos, I'm blind as a fucking bat, Ray. And you know what? I don't think of it. Ray, the character in, Star Wars, was very gay, and Carlos is very gay. So, yeah, that seems to make sense. Now, what do we have here? We have the channel of Graham Hall, a.k.a. Reckless TV. So let's scroll up here so you can see the full channel. He hasn't made videos in 4 years. But yeah, Reckless TV. So, if we go to, I associate with the black guy, Clearly I am a slave driver, But also, I put together a bunch of videos for the guy, and they were great. But yeah, there's the hamburger review, but the sub one. He's talking about the sub one. All right. Let's watch a little bit of this. When was this? This was 7 years ago. So, there's no chance Carlos Ray that in the past 7 years I haven't moved in, multiple times. No, it's not possible. I mean, look at that beautiful lion's mane that I have. You'd probably never be able to do that because, you have a permanent bald spot. But you think that in 7 years I couldn't fucking move multiple times? And therefore I'm accidentally doxing myself when I know that I'm in front of a fucking camera, purposely showing the sub that I'm reviewing? Are you really this stupid? Because the caps lock on thing certainly is, the start of that. But to say that I fucked up here, and we're going to watch this review. This wasn't like what? You think I lived next door to this place? You dumb, stupid spick? You dumb fucking inbred mestizo fuck? Really? I'll tell you exactly where this place is. This is basically, what is this? I'd have to say half a kilometer south of York Mills on Victoria Park. Basically in what is the North York suburb of Toronto proper. One of the many places of my upbringing. But I own that entire fucking west side there. You can laugh all you want, whatever. But hey, look it up. Mr. Sub, south of York Mills, west side of Victoria Park. I think there was a coffee time. No, there was a Tim Hortons there as well, I believe. Look it up. But in 7 years, you dumb, stupid spick. In 7 years, you don't think I would have fucking moved? And even when I was living in that neighborhood and making these videos, you think I'd be scared of a dirty fucking mestizo like you? You half-breed fuck? Of course not. Let's watch this. Actually, first let's position this so you can actually see it. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's lunchtime, and you know what that means. It's time for another...
It also means that this was one of the other sail-away times. I never deny these things. Everyone knows that. This is one of those times I sailed away from Joe. And, Graham Hull poached me. Well, not really. He's just like, okay, you're a free agent. Come work with me. I was like, okay, cool. We were cool privately and, when Joe liked us around. So... wanted me to help him out, and he's asked questions about, what can he do to build his channel. I suggested, hey, food reviews. Oh, that's awesome and stuff. Hey, would you be willing to do so? Yeah, absolutely. I'll give you the Canadian take on shit. Boom. That's how that's born. Why is this not? Oh, because I didn't there we go. I didn't transit. No, I didn't say full screen.
Graham's Grub Review, Special Edition. I am Devious Dave Rose, and today we're here to try out a Mr. Sub 12-inch.
By the way, those are Ice System 2 sunglasses. They're tactical eyewear, as they're called officially. They can take a shotgun straight to them, and they won't have your eyes destroyed. They'll actually stop. They'll stop most shotgun shells, even solid slugs. It'll explode around it, but the resistancy of the plastic that's made in it will certainly protect you from losing an eye. And I suggest you look up the stories that are available on the internet, because a bunch of people that went to Iraq actually submitted photos of their destroyed sunglasses and said, this saved my eyes from an IED or a fucking, shotgun shell or whatever. So check it out. They're very good. They also have RX inserts as well.
Cold Cut Trio Classic Submarine. Now, Mr. Sub has been around since 1968, and they make some amazing submarines.
Again, no, Dave Rose can't do content on his own? Really?
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to give this...
Carlos, you look fucking retarded, dude. you might as well just sacrifice yourself to your former Aztec gods because they're just as worthless as you are. And, you know, they were conquered by, you know, that which is superior. Let's continue.
This a try. I'm going to show you what we've got inside this amazing looking submarine sandwich.
It's good.
I'm just going to get this all prepped up and ready to show the camera right here. And we're going to show you right inside. First, we're going to show you the actual mammoth sub that we have right here.
Look at that motherfucker. Look at that.
Fully taking up the camera. And then
Tony, why aren't you doing that with your videos? Why aren't you fucking reviewing your food? And you're like, you know, you got like 80 million cameras around you. You might as well fucking, well, you might have to adjust the colors and stuff with all that purple. But, yeah, you'll be able to be like, look, dude, like, whoa, like, my girl ordered me, like, Taco Bell. Like, you know, it's just like, that's like Mexican fine dining from what I've heard. And, like, look at the, you know, do the same thing. You've got the ability. You've got the cameras.
now we're just going to...
Give that POV with your fucking, what is it, your GoPro on your head? You've got the POV so that you can just look over the sandwich as you record it. And, you know, people will get a first-person view of you eating whatever.
quickly show you inside to see how much is just jammed in there. And this is kind of falling apart for me because it's just so big. Look at that, it's huge.
That's what she said.
We got all different sorts of assorted meats in here. We've got lettuce, tomato, mushrooms, onions, green peppers, salt and pepper, sub sauce, mustard.
Oh yeah,
some mayonnaise.
And what was that again there, Carlos Ray, that I fucked up and that I showed? I mean, I was supposed to be in front of a camera, dude. So I'm here showing the sandwich. But I fucked up. Do you realize how stupid you look already? I mean, like, obviously, with the caps lock thing, you look like a fucking moron boomer. That's just straight out the gate. You look like fucking worthless fucking boomer shit. And boomer shit is fucking pathetic garbage. But you're worse than that. So not only are you boomer shit writing with your caps lock, can't fucking adjust it for normal people. Because yes, normal people don't read fucking caps lock. Because they have either etiquette or at least understanding. Yeah, I'm not blind. I don't need to use caps lock. But then further to that, you show your retardation by saying Dave fucked up and showed. So how was I supposed to show the sandwich without being on camera, especially since Graham had wanted me to be on camera, right? And plus, look at this handsome gent. I mean, I certainly don't look like you. Do we have to go back to that? I think we might. There we go. Let's look at that. Okay, there's that. Okay, this decrepit. I mean, he looks like fucking Disco Inferno went through a fucking wood chipper face first. And then you've got truly an Adonis. And that's all natural hair, by the way. I don't need to add any adjustments or fucking products to my hair because my hair is naturally awesome. Come on, who are you going to trust?
And some cheese. And that's always very important to finish off a great, delicious looking submarine sandwich. So before we take a bite.
That's right. Costanza, it's not called a hoagie. It's a submarine sandwich. And I will curse anyone else who will claim it otherwise. Let's continue. And it's not called a hero either.
One final look here.
Fight me.
And now for the moment of truth.
I could sure go for one of those right now, to be quite honest. They really do make a good deli sandwich. What's up, guys? Come on, support camera.
Hot damn, that's a good submarine.
And also, that was the saying that we had to say for the fucking every time. And there was more people that did food reviews for Graham. Some of them worked with Joe. In fact, I can't remember the Japanese fellow's name. But yeah, he's around still, watching Joe and such. And again, he also said the same thing. Hot damn.
All the ingredients are nice and juicy, nice and fresh. All the cold cuts taste nice and delicious, spicy. The flavors just mixing together are just spectacular. And the best part, this bread is freshly made.
It's made every day.
It smells delicious, and it's just so soft and chewy and just delectable. I'm going to have to take another bite of this on camera.
Oh, you delectable crumpet, you man in the mask. Hot damn.
Hot damn.
That was the line.
That is a great submarine sandwich.
Look at that predominant chin.
So if you're ever in Canada and you want to try out one of the best submarine places we got up here,
Indeed.
try out Mr. Submarine, also known as Mr. Sub. They make some of the greatest sandwiches around, and I think you'll like what they've got to offer. Now, if you don't mind me, I'm going to get back to eating this delicious submarine sandwich. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you want to see me, Devious Dave Rose, preview some other uniquely Canadian location, be sure to leave your comment down below.
That's right.
And as always, we'll see you next time.
Beautiful. Just amazing. Amazing video. So, what was that? There, you dumb spick that apparently I fucked up and did a food review where I lived. I don't know, it's probably like 15 to 20 kilometers from where I live, but regardless, it was in the neighborhood, because when you have a car, unlike you probably, it takes 5-10 minutes to drive somewhere? 15, maybe. But yeah, you certainly sound like a fucktard, and especially when you constantly using your caps lock there, you certainly look like a fucking retard. Give me a second here, let me just... burn a bowl, as they say. Bullseye also echoes my sentiments. I love sandwiches. I certainly do. I love making sandwiches. It is an art form. So let's continue on here. Let's just Let's just back to this. Where's me screen, me hearties? There it is. There it should be. If I can select it. There we go. So again, no need to review what Tony's saying or anything like that. I'm actually much more curious about some of these people in the chat and the hilarious bullshit that they say. Because again, Carlos Ray, again, are you seriously a boomer? Really? Are you seriously a boomer? Fucking with all the caps lock on? Like, wow. Pathetic. So what else do we have here? Oh, I'm beating Tony by one viewer. Oh, whoopity-doo. Look at that. I don't really give a fucking shit. Again, I do fishing streams, and sometimes 4 people pop in, sometimes 30 people pop in. And that's usually because I'm talking drama. But hey, I know people like their stuff. So let's continue here. So, Fatso there, contrary to popular belief, we aren't all basement-dwelling disabled trolls in the chat. Maybe in other chats there. No, now you're just projecting. It obviously struck a nerve with you, and as such, you've got to address it. But thanks for coming out, Fatso. Don't know what the fuck they're talking about here. They're trying to bring up Scott again, I guess, for some fucking reason. Well, there we go. I know, right? Almighty works hard. Barely is in the chat. How do you know he works hard? You're his friend? Barely in the chat. No one even brings up Dave. No? Fucking Tony brings up my videos all the time. The time that I shaved my head, fucking looked like Gargamel, which I thought was hilarious. And when it was pointed out to me, I was like, that's hilarious. Because it does look like Gargamel. That's me basically saying that, no, I don't want anyone to know that. Oh, nobody brings me up. Really? He wishes he did, but he's irrelevant. Really? And that's why people tune into my show. So what if Joe reviews Joe or Ken didn't know he needed permission? No, nobody said that. See, this is where he's just trying to make things up now. This is actually a red herring. Logical fallacy. The biggest thing is that that wasn't the actual subject matter. I mean, if Bullseye was on here, he'd probably fucking shred you a new one. He certainly understands his logic. But according to you guys, he's autistic and therefore can't actually understand these sorts of things, and therefore he's too stupid to be able to counter what is obvious. Such a lack of logic in their discussion that, dude, a breeze would blow down their argument. And you think Bullseye couldn't fucking do that? I think I know you're underestimating him. Because it's fucking sad. It's fucking sad. What else we got? Hold on. We got the goon in the chat says, Dave does fishing streams. Well, it is somewhat clickbait, I guess. Certainly I do sort of trigger others to check me out. And that's a damn fact. And very often I do have them search for the stuff, but sometimes I give them a Watchtower and let them just enjoy the show. So let's get back to the chat here. So Carlos Ray says, there we go, hold on. Sure, talking a lot there. Again, just stop with the caps. What's that saying they say? Stop the cap! You know what? I'm going to have to say, stop the caps. Okay, Carlos Ray, stop the caps. Another original saying that I've created. In fact, how about we go over that right now? Words that I've created, which apparently Tony is hell-bent on. Like, oh, I created that. I created the word a and the and because. So you got to reckon. No, Tony, dude, you have only been here for a little while. But hate washing, yours truly. Not bad, worse. So Tony said this apparently on one of his streams at the end of it, the other day or a few days ago. I'm not bad, I'm worse. I started saying that in the community. The Drama Emperor. Come on, nobody else took up that mantle, and I certainly did try to push it for people to take on that mantle. And again, now I didn't create that. That was bullfrog, but I did start to... push it enough with the accent and the impression that people just started to take that up. There's also, come on, Ken. Come on, Ken. That's a Dave Rosen original, baby. Well, I mean, yes, YR said it, but I made it, I shined it up. Let's say that. I shined it up. Me talking about people using projection or delusion, talking about logic and the different logical fallacies. No, it's apparently them now that have created that sort of thing. Now, I didn't create these fucking terms either, but it seems to be that I'm one of the few that actually brings them up in the community, seems to have an actual understanding of psychology. Now, you would think that somebody like Seaman would have been able to do so, but then again, he did drop out after a year in psychology, but he thought himself to be so very careful. Fatso, I have Ronald Booth's information from his donation, so, if that was going to happen there, he says in Tony's chat, be careful, BR, you don't want you getting doxxed. And then Ronald Booth says, haha, true, thanks. If I wanted that could have happened a long time ago. Fatso. So, remember, he did fucking... What do you mean you never gave me a dime? What do you mean you never gave me a dime? Okay, I'll have to... Well, see, no, but I don't even have to fucking pull that shit up and say, oh, well, you know what? Here's your... No, I don't do that shit. Okay, but thank you. Carlos Ray, again, using all the caps. Dave, you did not invent stop with the cap. I didn't say I did. I said stop with the caps. Okay? Stop with the cap is something totally different. But again, how about, of course I'm reviewing the chat because it's pathetic shits like you, Carlos Ray, that are just really fucking proving my point. But again, how about this? Prove me wrong. Start writing in fucking normal case letters rather than all caps because you're some sort of blind boomer who doesn't want to admit that they're blind. Why don't you, write all in small letters and, we can see whether or not you can actually hold up to being a human. So, okay. I also talked about hate donate and hate donations. That was me fucking starting that shit. So, yeah, there you go. Carlos Ray says, I wish I had more time to hang out, but Dave, thanks for making it fun to hate on you. LOL. No, see, but that's the thing, though, is that if you're wasting your energy on hate, I've already won. You're using, again, hate requires lowering your energy vibration. Now, I purposely laugh at those that are inferior to me, and I certainly don't lower myself to that level, and I go to sleep not thinking about them whatsoever. You guys, though, clearly do. And as such, lowering your energy vibration does cause you to actually imprint what you can refer to as hate. So, Carlos Ray, again, stop with the caps, okay? Stop with the caps. I didn't invite stop with the cap. Stop with the caps because caps letters, caps lock. That's what you're doing. So stop with the caps unless you want to be able to prove that you're blind. So there's that. Let's go back to my chat because that seems to be getting active here. What do we got? The Tony Bullsy says the Tony chat hates me too. Ha ha ha, not surprising. Yeah, they've always hated you because you're independent minded and you're really not willing to acquiesce to their emotional stupidity. He also says, I just been shit posting on Twitter. Yeah, it's been funny stuff. I do like your stuff. Be careful though, because Twitter is, look what happened with Ye and other people for that matter. So, you could be trying to joke, but they might fucking take it seriously. Sloof says 20 over 15 plus no convicts here. Well, yeah, my numbers don't lie. Bolsey says, reviewing the chat isn't new for Dave, honestly, haha. It's not. It's certainly not. And again, you have people who will say something like, all you can do is review my video. It's like, no, I don't have to review a video. I could keep it entirely muted. But looking at the people in the chat certainly is quite interesting because many a times there were people that supported me, but once I took a stand, they couldn't stand it. What else we got? Loof says Tony's jailhouse trolls. I don't know. To be quite honest, I never had any problems with those people that were in those, communities that were either former felons or were incarcerated. I have no idea. I have no idea the severity of what they may or may not have been convicted of. I don't even know whether or not the conviction was actually, right? Because to be quite honest, considering the legal system that we live in, many innocent people get, charged and have to face, jail time because of something that was not true. So I have no idea about this community. But then again, I wasn't looking for a community like Tony was to belong to. And it's pathetic because it's very evident from those that are relegated to Tony's chat that that's all they've got. And, you've got what you got there. But I do believe that Tony and his viewers, more so it seems to be the viewers, at least from what I've seen, that they don't want me to be on New Age Plug's show. His New Age Plug the other day came around. Apparently he's had some dealings with Tony and stuff. And, I had heard of him. I'd heard of the, situation in the community and stuff, or in his community. Still no idea exactly what led to what, but he was open to having me on his show. And, okay. If he wants to question me on anything, okay. But, certainly haven't been trying to start any problems with them or even join their communities or anything like that. Again, I'm clueless as to what they do and what they're about. And all I really know is what people have told me in sound clips and all that stuff. Carlos Ray, again, the blind guy who refuses to stop his caps, says, Dave, there's no one from the prison community here. You're wrong again. But the other day, I got a screenshot of New Age Plug being in that chat. And then I've got, there was that recording, which I believe was deleted by Tony, where He called into their show. I think Scott at one point was also doing this, who's called into their show, and there was some sort of argument and stuff on air. Like, but again, keep deluding yourself, Carlos Ray, and stop the caps, okay? Stop the caps. Like, dude, seriously, all you got to do is just disengage caps lock. That's all you got to do. Disengage caps lock. It's fine. I don't know if you're using a phone. Maybe the phone has an issue with caps lock. But on a computer, you know, you just look at your keyboard, and when you press the button, caps lock, on the keyboard, the light goes on. It tells you caps lock is on. Yeah, you can write it all out, but then just go to you can go to Word. I mean, I can recommend Open Office or Open Libre. LibreOffice, 2 free Microsoft Office compatible suites, and you can literally write something in all caps at fucking 155 pixel size because you're so fucking blind, but you can't fucking admit it. And then you can select all again, Control A, right? Control A is to select all, and then go to Format, and then go to Sentence Case. You have to scroll down and then, but it's there. No problem. But I mean, come on, dude. Like, stop with the caps. Stop with the caps, dude. It's fucking sad. What else we got in the chat? Did I read this? Tony's chat. Take it as a positive. You're more entertaining than Tony. I don't know. I mean, Tony does say some funny, stupid shit. This is more sad, I would say. Yeah, because also there's no, you know, with Tony, you've got like, you got some sort of emotion coming out of the, you know, I'm just reading this shit out. And obviously with text and stuff, you can't really detect certain inflections in voice and stuff like that. So actually, I think it was Ken the other day played a clip where Tony actually, his voice cracked, it sounded like. But yeah, you can't fucking convey that in a text message. It's got to be audio. But I'm going to have to give Tony the win on that one there. Because at least in that sense, you can garner some sort of response, emotional or otherwise. But yeah, just a written message certainly isn't something that conveys something as comical as it could be. Yeah, sure, why not? Skype line's open. I'm actually in the super secret server right now on Discord. So if you want to jump into the general chat, you can join me to discuss anything that I've said today. Oh, how nice. Kelly Jersey says in the chat, Dave's father is lucky he can't remember him. That's very nice. That's very nice. The fact is he does. He does. But, hey, anything to make yourself feel better, right? Anything to make yourself feel better. She says, well, I don't even know if it's a she, because there's been a lot of males in this community who have tried to take up a female name. I would want to forget what a loser I created. Oh, so comical. And
speaking of losers.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Extreme Shaft. Ha, that was fun.
Dave? How are you?
I'm actually doing quite good, actually. This has been a more enjoyable afternoon than I expected.
How long you been? I'm sorry, I was at work. How long have you been on?
What
have I missed?
I've been on for actually only 53 minutes, looks like.
Oh, not very long at all.
Not at all, but a lot of jam-packed stuff. Great replay value. Huge replay value. China.
So you've been talking about the I'm not even a real trucker, Tony?
Not really Tony, as more so just the people in his chat who are certainly, I guess, quite butthurt at what I've done. I haven't played any Tony clip. I'm, just looking at his chat. He's playing his trucking game. That's cool. He could be talking about me. He could not. Not even concerned. I'm having more fun with fucking people in the chat because they really seem to be quite obsessed with me.
Well, let's go through. Let's go through some of these names.
Sure,
I
let's
mean,
do it.
pretty much. I mean, pretty much all of them are trolls, right? I mean,
Well, I think
I mean,
trolls is a little
let's
too nice
let's
because they've just been relegated to a community that nobody cares about. So like they're
you know,
rats or cockroaches, like they've just been pushed under the rug and like nobody wants them around. So
and it's just pretty much except for a few of them, like Inspector Todd's been around, Carlos Ray's been around, but pretty much all of them are like aliases or digs at this guy or digs at that guy. It's pretty ridiculous.
very
If you
manly,
ask me.
very commendable.
Very feminine.
Well, that's what it really is because they can't
Yeah.
stand up and say, "Oh, okay, this is my fourth account," and use the same name. No, they've just got to choose a different name and hope that maybe they can make inroads.
Right. I thought it was very funny. I think we talked about this over at Nikki's, but when he was reviewing your show from Friday and the tail end of it,
Yeah.
and then that he didn't play the Joe Cronin portion of it and like totally avoided it. It's easy to pick, he likes picking on you. It's easy to pick on me. But yeah, when Joe came out and what he said, and he didn't even cover it, wouldn't even replay it.
Actually, that's a great point that you make because it was pointed out to me by multiple people because it was just about to come up and that wasn't said. And actually, it's hilarious because literally yesterday, Joe played that at the end of his show, that particular clip.
Right.
Not sure if you noticed.
And mine
but,
too. And yeah, I heard it, and mine too.
Yeah, and yours too. But, he certainly, again, played the clip that Tony chose to avoid
Right.
playing with his review of me and didn't even acknowledge that Joe had gone on my show.
Right. No, I think Tony's trying to hang on to straws. I mean, I have said it in the past that I feel this makes him relevant, somewhat relevant when you cover it like this. But I get it. I mean, it's entertaining, I just the whole ripping on Tony for me is kind of dulled out, kind of like old news. It's like 2021, and now we're almost into 2023. But to each their own, that's what I say. As I'm rolling up a joint. All right, lost you, Dave.
Sorry, man. I just had to check something.
Oh, that's all right. I was wondering.
What was the last 10 seconds of what you said?
No, I was saying, I can't even remember what I was saying now. I was too concentrated on rolling up a joint.
Hey, no. Excellent. I think I should
Yeah.
potentially do the same. Roll up a little bowl. But
Yeah, well,
certainly,
it's,
what's that?
with me working full time and not being able to smoke during the day, this first doobie usually hits pretty well.
Good stuff.
Yes, sir.
Better than being stoned all day.
Right. Yeah. Or just sitting around and doing nothing and not moving. Could you imagine not moving all day?
Well, you'd probably get a lot of bed sores or seat sores, whatever you want to call them. But
Right.
you'd get a lot of sores nonetheless. Special seats that are designed for that to create some sort of circulation, but they do cost a pretty penny.
Well, we did confirm that yesterday on the Nikki J podcast when YR came and visited that Tony truly has a colostomy bag.
He has a
According to
colostomy
YR.
bag. Well, I wouldn't doubt it. Wouldn't doubt it at all. But yeah, look at that. We've got 29 viewing right now, and Tony only has 10. So actually, let me.
Well, you bring the numbers.
Well, apparently the numbers don't matter, at least according to Tony. But then I guess they only
Selectively.
do when he's got more numbers than somebody else. But if Joe, Ken, even Drew goes live over him and, they get more numbers, then, oh my God, that doesn't matter at all. Never wanted to talk about numbers or anything like that. I
You know
do
what this
find it.
community needs more of is more Danny MT doing shows. Danny
Yes,
MT,
actually, a lot of people seem to get mad about him, and well, they
yes.
seem, to realize that if he was in front of them, he'd probably beat the shit out of them, and he's got that Ruski blood. It's a little hot,
Well, look at
and
what he's kind of look at his transition over the years of where he started and now where he is with the community.
yeah, well, and I do find it comical just watching the fucking chat here. Kelly Jersey, clearly not a female. But yeah, just another person using a fake account, trying to sound big. And again, Carlos, baby, Bubby, stop using caps lock. What do you think of this? What do you think of this whole thing that Carlos Ray has to use caps lock in every single fucking statement he says? Isn't that fucking sad? Like, is this guy
Yeah.
blind? Like, just another fucking boomer doesn't want to admit that he's fucking physically incapable or what?
Well, I did see one time, and to not to defend him, but his reasoning, I believe, in the beginning when I first noticed him, was so he stands out from the rest.
Oh, well, that's kind of pathetic. Just like this. Right on your screen right now is something I found because this guy's so sloppy, he likes to put his image and his name everywhere. So on this article, I guess, somebody made a video, a 42-minute video. Basler's Plants, Becky. This is from 2020, 2 years ago. Almost 3. So what does he do? Look at this shit. Dude, it's fake fighting. Now, I love my wrestling, okay? We all love our wrestling. But it's fake fucking fighting, dude. I make my notes for Joe's show, but they're certainly not fucking to this extent. Look at this. This is what fucking... And again, Carlos Ray, why you not typing caps here? Why does it gotta be caps in the fucking chat? When it's just like, look at this shit. Look at all this fucking shit over and... Like, this is trash. You're that obsessed over fake fighting? Like, look, it's fun. It's a diversion. You get a lot of shit that's going on in real life. Fucking inflation, fucking the economy. It's nice to, tune out once in a while. Maybe watch a Netflix series, watch some wrestling, suspend that disbelief when you watch the fucking horror movie. Cool. But, like, dude, to this extent, you're not even JD, and you're fucking taking it way more seriously than him. Look at this shit.
Do you think he
Look
may
at
be
this shit.
dictating that? Do you think he may be dictating this versus typing it?
Actually, that's now to think of it, with the caps lock issue, I think you might be correct. Because, again, it does look like a very big, long, run-on sentence, and usually you're going to parse things out with paragraphs. So you may be onto something here. Maybe this was a total dictatorial to some sort of text-to-speech or speech-to-text program, and that's how we got this really pathetic fucking entry here on this kzred.info site. Like, what the... Like, the most obscure fucking places on the internet. This is where you're going to fucking get your affirmation there, buddy? Fucking pathetic.
Where did he find this guy?
I'm guessing it must have come from what's his name, Sean's View, because there was
I think
Carlos Ray, Carlos Cabral. That's both seemed to come from there. So did Fax Channel, and a few others. But certainly, it's evidently quite pathetic, and it can't be denied. I mean, even you see it. All these other people see it who just had just an instant to look at it. But I mean, wow, man. And yeah, you said that you've seen this guy around for a while, and you even saw him say he wanted to be noticed. That's the saddest thing. If you want to be noticed and you're just writing in caps just to be noticed, wow,
Right.
wow.
Yeah,
Shout out to Jay
that's
Deuce
pretty
in the
pathetic.
chat. Oh my God! And these are the people that hang out with Tony. but they're the more so the people that have been forced to be relegated to hanging out with Tony. They can't go anywhere else. Nobody wants them around, but they can't stand that. They're not like the type of people that say, you know what, hey, these people don't want me around. I'm not gonna fucking rock the boat. I'm just gonna go do my own thing. No,
Yeah, I feel there's a few of them in there that generally like his entertainment, but the rest of
That's
them,
fine.
yeah, I think are trying to use Tony to get back at other people that are,
Absolutely, totally agree.
have shows and
Totally
stuff like
agree.
that they disagree with.
That's the truth. I mean, there's some people that do like Tony's fucking take on things. They like his weed reviews. They like his fucking music playing. Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. I'll grant it that. But what you're saying is absolutely fucking correct. Is that there's people that have been hanging around with Tony specifically just to try to utilize him to attack other people, and you can see this from just looking at the way that they try to coax Tony into talking or addressing certain issues. So,
Agreed.
well, it's funny. Carlos Ray says, "Oh, and Dave, I'm not gay. I'm not blind. I can see how lonesome you really are." No, apparently you can't because you're blind. Well, just the way that you act. I wasn't the one that said you were gay, but you certainly are acting like a pickle kissing poo pusher. So I'm gonna have to read into that a little further and realize that you're just trying to project and protect yourself. But yes, you're a homosexual apparently who is still in the closet, and also you refuse to admit that you're blind. So
Did you acknowledge Tiff in there? She sent a greeting to you in the chat.
I did not. Oh, there's Tiff. The lovely Miss Tiff says, "Hey Dave, hope you're doing great this fine Tuesday evening. I'm doing great and certainly pissing people off." And again, they've always wanted to take me off the internet. They're like, nobody likes you. First of all, anyone who says that nobody likes you, I don't care if you're fucking 30, 40, 50 years old. You're stuck in an infantile mentality. And again, this is something that I remember in elementary school, but even then I didn't take it seriously. It's like, oh, nobody likes you. Really? Well, what about my best friend here? This guy here? Oh, you gotta leave, Dave. It's like watching remember in 2016, you had all these videos of people that were protesting leftist policies on campus, and you'd have the professor come up and like, you have to leave. You're not, it's like, but I'm on the sidewalk here. This is a proper legal protest. No, you have to leave. No. See, these people are so infantile in their mentality that they actually think that their emotions are going to dictate somebody's actions. It's fucking sad.
Well, there's a lot of emotion here.
Certainly not from my side. I'm quite the robot
No.
here.
No, other people are definitely emotional when it comes to people's opinions of them. I think that's the worst thing about it is everyone cares what everyone else says about them. It's like, who really, honestly, you shouldn't care. Oh, it's what you think of yourself. Everybody else, their opinions really don't matter unless they're your boss. I guess that would matter. A girl you're trying to impress, I guess that would matter. But anyone else, it doesn't matter.
Well, I've always made it very clear that people's opinions, aren't necessarily something that I'm going to for affirmation. Now, there are others that certainly do that sort of thing, but I'm willing to walk away and stand by my ground. So, really, I'm the last person that could be pointed to say that they're not willing to stand up to their morals and such. But there are many people that will acquiesce. People that will not be able to handle this. Again, this wolf packing thing, I've seen this comment thrown around, and I blame YR on this. Should never have created this fucking saying. But this whole wolf packing thing. Now, I find it hilarious because any person over 18 that says they're being bullied, they're a coward and a pussy. Sorry. Not sorry.
Right.
That's a fact. You're an adult and you think you're being bullied? Well, then you still are thinking like a child.
I guess there could be some incidents where, maybe workplaces are like a school
No,
environment.
wait.
Even
Now, if they're trying to intimidate you and basically force you to take on certain responsibilities that aren't yours at a job, blah blah blah, that's one thing, and that's actually workplace harassment. Okay, that has a
right,
definition already. Now, if you've got a bunch of people that you work with and like, your soccer team is shit, you don't even know what football is, or like, are you even a fucking farmer, bro? I mean, like, but 5 people telling you all that at the same time, that's not bullying. I mean,
right.
I've done this on fucking Joe's show where I'm there saying, yeah, BLM is a Marxist organization. This was back in 2015. No, Dave, you hate black people. It's like, no, I stand by what I say. They're a Marxist organization. Oh, blah, blah, blah. So you got 5 people yelling at me, what about this? Okay, well, let me respond. And then the other person says, well, you have to respond to me. Like, you're not answering. It's like, well, let me explain to this this person first. No, but you're clearly trying to deflect. No, it's like, well, if you let me get through all 5 people, I'm willing to do so. But all of you are yelling at me at the same time. But, basically infantile individuals of very limited intellectual and emotional capacity are the ones that, for some reason in their adult life, think that if 5 people at once start to criticize them, that's bullying. And they can't handle that. That's sad, man.
Yeah, I've heard some stories out of the local UAW plants that it is just like high school. The way drugs move through the
Yeah, but the
places.
thing is, though, you've got the fucking rules to protect you and stuff. It's just like,
Yeah,
okay, you want to say that? What? Hey, boss, come here. Like, hey, buddy, why don't you tell this guy what you just told me? Oh, that's not true. Here, let me replay what I just recorded, and you didn't notice. Oh, look at that. You said that. Oh, look at that. It's just fucking funny that people would think that they don't have any repercussions, or would never even think, for that matter. And I've encountered this a lot in the community, where it's just like what? Am I the only one that ever bothered to look into the law, to fucking
right.
read, understand, and study it? Like, that's no
There's
fucking excuse.
Listen to that. There are plants here, UAW plants making cars that have signs in their bathrooms that state there's no masturbation allowed. Now think about that. They have to have a sign that says that.
That's
What
sad.
do you think?
That's sad.
Right? That it's crazy.
No,
A
Kelly
lot of
Jersey, I'll do whatever the fuck I want. How about that? Doesn't it make you so mad, Kelly Jersey, if that's your real name, which it's not, that no matter what you do or what you say, you're never going to win? I mean, it goes right back to the whole shit thing. I hope somebody humiliates him because I couldn't do that myself. I want somebody to
see,
take him down a peg. It's like, well,
what's
maybe you
funny.
just
What's
aren't
funny
even the
about
same.
that is the whole name, and
Well, exactly. They're cowards.
it's it's someone else that they had an original name that they either can't use anymore because they were that much of pieces of shit, or
Exactly.
they're trying
And they've
to
got to use
or
a
they're trying
female
to
name.
hide their
Because, I guess maybe
identity.
because they always wanted to chop their dick off, which wasn't big to begin with. But I mean, they don't feel like a man, that's for sure. Oh, and they're laughing at you, Bullsy, in Tony's chat. Or at least Kelly Jersey is. 9 people watching Tony and 28 watching me, but I don't bring the numbers. And numbers don't matter. And black is white. And Disney is a good company. I'm trying to pick up on things that are total opposite. So help me out here.
I can't see the chat.
Oh,
You
that's
have
cool.
it cut off.
I'll keep it up.
Oh,
Oh no,
but I can't see
no.
the.
Actually, no.
I'd rather see the chat than the full picture of him not even being a real trucker.
All right. So let me see what I can do about that.
If you can improvise.
I can't take them fully off the screen, but there you go. Also, I thought you were watching. I thought you had multiple screens. You could be watching my chat
Oh,
as well
gosh.
on my channel.
I just smoked my first doobie. I haven't got to that
That's
yet.
cool. It's funny. Well, who did you say? That's funny. Actually, I actually had some sound effects set up because Tony also has those up. But I'll play a few. How about that? You won't hear them though. But
Okay, I'll shut up.
Gay!
but I'll give that to Fatso, and this one will be for Tony.
Sure, I've had it up to here with these damn rickets.
Tony always loves the fucking the laugh track, so we'll do that. Yeah. But yeah, apparently I fucked up and wasn't that right there, Carlos Ray? I fucked up and I showed my location. Oh my God, you dirty mestizo. But yeah, I've done the clips. Just played a few. Bullseye, I believe you had said something about addressing things. So, Skype line's open. You are on the Discord, so you can always call in there because that's where.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Chef is.
bounce out of here, and you have a good day. And I'm going over to Nikki J. Blunts.
No, leaving me for someone
in.
more popular.
Well, I gotta go check on Nikki.
Alrighty.
You have a good day.
Same to you.
Peace.
Thank you for your call there, Extreme Shaft. So I remain on the super secret server, which obviously Extreme Shaft was aware of. And he's now in Nikki's chat, so maybe I'll bomb them later. I've just been having fun actually addressing all the trolls in Tony's chat. Not even reviewing Tony. I don't even know what he's reviewing. That's fine. Whatever. He'll do whatever he wants, just like I'll do whatever I want. That's fine. But I'm not really even concerned with the Tony stuff. Unless, well, actually, no. I'm cool with the purple clothing and stuff. Purple rain, purple rain. Although it looks like it's made for somebody the size of Bullfrog. Regardless, yes, the trolls in Tony's chat really are the best for today because I certainly did enjoy that. Just the absolute obsession over me and what I've done is just quite funny. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a man who actually owns a Gladius, okay, and let's just be honest, that's big cred points in the book of men. The one, the only, it's Bullseye.
When I was hearing that you were going live again about drama, I was like, oh, Tony again. What are the odds?
Not even Tony so much as fucking the people in his chat. That's what I fucking thought was great, especially with fucking what's his name, Fatso and Carlos Ray. Again, the Carlos Ray thing needs to be addressed. Using the fucking caps lock. Dude, you're blind, dude. You're blind.
Well, I'm not even sure about that.
Shout out to Ryan, the heel in the chat. Meow meow, the heel. Be sure to check him out for his sneaker news. He creates content. He doesn't review anything. And he does a good job. So check it out. Bullseye, what's on your mind?
Yeah. Well, I see the chat. I'm looking at it. So I'm just looking at it. I'm like, I mean, is this really what they do on their spare time? I've seen one of the chats, Fatso, saying, I spent more on Starbucks than I did on a donation. I'm like, is he literally trying to pat himself on the back for spending more on Starbucks than in a donation?
I wouldn't. I mean, you could make a better cup of coffee probably at home, to be quite honest. Not even use that Keurig shit, but okay. I mean, what, $8 plus for a fucking, I don't know what the taxes are. Actually, no, I hear Taxachusetts ain't too nice. So, what are you paying, $11 for a fucking large coffee?
Well, considering his name, Fatso, I'm pretty sure he spends more than just $8 on a cup of coffee.
You never know. You never know. But again, these people, they're more than willing to change their names and use some sort of alt account. So they're not holding themselves responsible. So they want to be anonymous and they want to use multiple accounts, which we've already proven. But they don't want to make it evident that they're the ones that are, for some reason, going back into that chat, you know? It's the obsession. It's
Well,
just like you ban somebody and they come back with a new name. It's like you're obsessed. You're obsessed with me and what I do, and you can't let it go. And same with you. It's just like, what did you ever do? Oh, what you did was stand up to people, make them look like idiots by simply asking, even if it wasn't, like they say, an autistic manner. Okay, well, guess what? The autist made you look like a fucking fool. So despite you trying to make fun of Bullseye because, oh, he's got autism, blah, 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 the guy made you look like a retard. So
hold on,
now
hold on.
what?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Is that your clone? Sounds like your clone.
Yeah, it's my clone.
Did I give you permission to clone yourself? Because I am your father after all. Everyone knows that.
Well, yes, there has to be two Bullsies. Yeah. Yeah, he's a cool dude, so.
So what else you got?
Yeah.
You having fun at least?
Well, you mentioned the autistic part, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've been hearing that, and I still hear that. It's just like, I mean, okay, what do you want me to say to that? It's really means nothing to me. It's like if you call me an autist, I just know what I'm going to get at the end of the day. So why am I going to engage with that? So it's hard to engage with people that want to, throw out these cop outs and ad homs. It's just, what am I supposed to say to that? I mean, you're not willing to engage in a civil discussion. So
there you go. I mean, who's willing to call you up on your show and actually have a actual discussion? I mean, it's certainly not these people who choose fake names. I mean, if they were that fucking good at their argument, they would have no problems. I mean, you're already online anyways. What does it cost you to fucking connect with Skype? Oh, because you're a coward? Of course. Of course. But if you wanted to, you could, according to your logic, easily disprove Bullseye by calling into a show and debating him. So the reason why they don't is because they can't.
Well, they could argue with me. I have no problem with it. I'm pretty good at it, I would say.
Welcome to
compared to a lot
Spartan
of
King of
people.
Texas in the chat, a avid viewer of Tony and constant commenter in his chat. And yes, I will point out exactly the truth there, Spartan. Don't get mad that I point out the truth, but that is the truth. You can defend it on your own dime, but that is what it is. Please continue, Bullseye.
Yeah. But I'm still going to be talking about the autistic thing. Yeah. The same people you talked about, Johnny, saying, oh, I'm autistic, that I question them as an autistic manner. They don't know what autistic is anyway, so I don't know what to say to them. So when they say this, like, dude, it's literally there. I can literally link you some fucking, I don't know, articles that can teach you what it really is.
It's just an ad hominem, like, oh, well, we can make fun of him because of this. But why are you shooting the messenger? Like, if his points are fucking correct, then why are you bringing this other shit into play? If he's right, he's right. But that's the point. That's how they fucking try to shut down an argument, is shoot the messenger. They'll make any excuse rather than address the point you're trying to bring to them.
Okay, fine. But let's say for the sake of argument, sure, they're making the argument I'm autistic and I can make no points. Well, okay. Examples, please. I'll wait 10 years and you wouldn't be able to provide anything.
Too much to ask. Examples, please. Come on. You got to take it on hearsay.
Well, to be fair, it would just be like her cop-outs after that. But it would just be one of my, at least, go-tos. Okay, examples. I mean, okay.
Man,
please bring it up.
I gotta say one thing. Tony's viewers probably are feeling very bad because I got 33 watching right now on this whim of decision to do a Watchtower, and he's got 6 viewers. Tony can say whatever he wants. I'm more concerned today about all these losers in his chat. But how can you explain this? How is that even possible? 34 viewers right now. What the fuck? I mean, 34 viewers versus 7. But the trolls in his chat want to talk shit about me. Well, then why are you guys here? Because obviously it's not only people that want to hear me, but there's the hate watchers, obviously a term I created, that are here as well. But you guys should be in Tony's chat. What are you fucking doing? You guys should be giving at least Tony his views, so it doesn't look like it's just so discrepant here, you know? Like, there's a big disbalance right now between the number of people watching me and who am I, this big loser, according to all these other people. But Tony's lacking the views. Come on, guys. Help Tony out, man. I haven't reviewed one fucking verb, one fucking noun, anything. A proverb, or proverb, if you wish to call it that. Anything of Tony on his streams today. But I have reviewed his chat, which was quite hilarious. But come on, man, show some love. Show some love to Tony. Come on, guys. Not to his chat, because they're fucking shit. But, I mean, you know, balance this out a little. I mean, how is it possible a scumbag like me? Because, you know, even Tony's put that in his channel title or video title names, scumbag Dave Rose. How can a scumbag like me garner so many viewers? This is just, it's incredulous. It's unacceptable. Please continue.
Well, Tony, to answer that, how did me, an autist, beat out Tony in views?
Yeah, that's just trying to criticize Rain Man because he fucking won the entire fucking card game. Okay, like, sorry, dude. Like, this guy's superior to you. You know, just accept the facts. Danny MT's in the chat there. Says, Tony quivered our first fight on Joe. He says he made kicks. I'll do more. I've already proven on Discord. Everyone go live to see us. I fold bags twice his height. Let's make it live. I don't know what's going on there. But what are you saying? Like, why don't you call in? Instead of having me trying to read through this fucking, you know, I'm surprised you're not writing in Cyrillic there, you commie bastard. But why don't you just call in and stop with having us trying to decipher your commie ways? And we can understand what you're trying to say. You know what I mean? Like, if you're on the internet, this is the funniest thing. So if you want to talk shit, you know, in whoever's chat, and yes, a lot of people talk in whoever's chat. In fact, Leroy Dex, got my eye on you, you jogger, you. But yeah, oh, you're happy that I'm not around anymore on Ken's channel. Well, Ken actually said the other day when he came on my show, don't let, you know, what happened, you know, stop you from commenting in the chat or even calling in. So, bad news for you, Leroy Dex, you jogger, you. Bullseye, any comments? I know I'm going all over the place, but then again, that's what we're doing here on the Drama Watchtower.
Well, I've showed Danny MT my kicks. He knows that my kicks are badass themselves. So, yeah.
In fact, let's get that motherfucker on the call, because if he wants to fuck around, then he's going to have to find out. So stop with the fucking, I'm in the chat, but I want to call in, but I haven't called in, blah, 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 blah. We're going to fucking force you into the call right now. I just got to find the Skype window where I can do this.
Yeah, you can make Skype call invitations to voice chats on here. Well, that's Extreme Shaft.
I gotta say something real quick.
Oh, you're
I'm sorry.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. We're on the fucking Discord.
Yeah, I can do that now. Danny NT, you're not even a real streamer, brah.
Not even a real streamer, brah. So get on the fucking Discord right now, and just join the chat, and prove Extreme Shaft wrong. Although you might not be able to. So.
Oh, he's calling Tony out right now.
But Tony can't really throw kicks. He's like 110 pounds of nothing.
Yeah, but he claimed apparently earlier that that Danny's 300 pounds and he's a big blob and can't fucking fight and all that. But I just don't
Tony
see
shouldn't be
that would be
talking
the
now.
case.
But Tony's really just like just some shit talker, just acting tough. But when once called out for a fight, he's like, "Yeah, but I'm just joking around. It's just YouTube." Yeah. That's kind of what Tony does. I mean, honestly, I don't really have much to say about Tony because I've said almost everything I could say about him in 2022. So pretty much, he's like gutturally dead.
Well, that hasn't stopped him from thinking that he's certainly the big ticket in the community, and that he's building all these great numbers, and that people are going to watch him. But he, although claiming it's a career, that he's not going to be doing it until 40 or 42 or 45, like me or Ken or whatever. So it's like that doesn't leave much time for him to do what it is that he, claims that he can do.
Well, and then to say this, Tony hallucinates just based on what he says. Like, I do this, I bring the numbers, I do that. I'm
I'm
great.
not a doctor, but I don't necessarily believe that he is hallucinating. However, schizophrenia may be taking hold. So there's a big difference between actual hallucinations and, actual delusional thoughts. So.
Well,
I-
they're
I-
both delusional thoughts, to be fair. I'm saying he hallucinates because he's seeing things that are not there. Extreme Chef wants to say something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it has a lot to do with the type of how he ingests his marijuana and his THC. I think there's a lot to that dabbing, a lot more than smoking flower in a joint or in a bowl.
Well, that
Definitely higher
concentrate.
concentrates.
Yeah.
And so the effects are going to be even more than if you were just smoking, over time
it up
too.
to here with these damn rickets.
And he definitely admits, Tony definitely admits that he's compensating for, the heroin addiction that he had before. So, which
I'd say just go to heroin, man. Fuck the weed. Just go back to heroin.
which makes
Safer than
sense.
fentanyl.
Right.
The guy said he has been smoking since he was 13 years old. And he's been,
I've been smoking. I'm 49 and have smoked a joint every day since I was 19 years old.
Well, dude,
And-
you're like over 40. Like, you should have been euthanized, dude.
And
like,
I
the
hold
world
a-
should
and
just
I
be
hold-
full
and
of
I
like
hold a
fucking
career,
young,
so-
stupid people, dude. Like, whoa. I'm gonna drop kick your head.
And I know some very successful people that smoke a lot of pot, so you can't blame it on a lot of pot. But I think it's the way they ingest it, that higher concentrate with the dabs, the waxes, that kind of stuff. It's going to take a harder toll on you.
I think it's just like how addicted you are to those marijuanas and how much you do
The
it.
strain
I don't know.
strength is also very relevant as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got the one and only Danny MT.
Hello, how are you?
Where is he?
Oh, shit, he's on fucking Skype. Danny, call in on fucking Discord. I forgot. We're on Discord.
Oh, bro, I don't
Danny.
think I have you. Wait, do I have you in Discord?
You
Hold
should.
on. I'm gonna go.
Okay,
One
sorry,
He's got
guys.
the disc.
I'm a little disoriented. You should be in the... Yeah, of course you're in my...
Did he ever accept it?
I remember sending that shit to him a while ago.
He
Yeah,
probably
he's
will.
in the Discord.
There he is.
The trucker. I'm not even a real trucker, bruh.
He's not even a real Russian, bro.
All right. Yes. Hello.
There we
gentlemen.
go. Everyone's on a super secret Discord.
Yes. Super secret, behind the scenes, all that good shit. Ugh. Let me get comfortable. Let me
Take
go
your
ahead
time.
and loud and clear because when we get reviewed, it'll be slowed down by like 10, so it'll sound like we are all extremely fucking inebriated. With that being said, first of all, Extreme Shaft, you're not even a real trucker, bro. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. You are not a trucker. You don't even know how to fucking double truck, bro. You just can't. You can't do it.
When are we opening up, mother trucker?
You know what? We will talk about that behind the scenes. 'Cause I swear to God, I have the paperwork. I swear to God, like, and you're good. Like, don't worry about it. It's LLC. So we'll talk about that later. That's funny. You just randomly brought that up. I've literally had, yes, I have been doing that. Anyways, what I want to say is, first of all, okay, hello, big little cousin,
Is it me you're looking for?
Bullsy. Shout out to Bullsy, and of course, shout out to the Shafty. Yeah, basically, let's go ahead and touch on a couple things real quick. First of all, Bullsy, yes, what he said a minute ago is true. Bullsy will fuck somebody up. He has good fucking timing and skill on how he throws his kicks and his punches. I will put a rack on Bullsy that he would beat the fucking ever-loving shit out of Tony. I'm telling you right now, I have no qualms with putting 10 G's. I'll put a rack on it, first of all. And we have some other things, you know, that we're going to hear.
Why would anyone really want to fight Tony just for the simple fact that he has MS?
Well, you know what?
You know, he's at such a disadvantage.
Wait. Hold on.
MS.
I'm sorry, but you're older than me, but what are you? Your parents were fucking hippies? Like, what better way to fucking institute genetic superiority than beating those down that are your genetic inferiors? I mean, didn't you learn anything from Uncle Adolf?
Well, I think I take after more my Italian side than my German side. So, but no, you got to have some. You know, I don't have not that. But the bottom line is, you can't trust a man under 5'8". That's the bottom line.
That is a good point too.
But trust them in what way? You can't trust them. Why? Because
in leadership roles,
genetic stability.
You can't have a short leader.
Well, there's definitely Napoleon.
No, that's a lie. That's actually, remember, history was written by the victors. He actually was tall for his age, but they rewrote history to try to make it look like he was some sort of individual that had some sort of complex. So that's an actual fact.
Okay, I can argue that because it came from you. So, yes, I'll shut up on that. I take your word. But aside of that, yeah, no, there was a lot of funny little things that I heard today when you let me know that this dude's talking about me, and I was perplexed by the nonsense that he was saying. It starts with this chat like that's just a bunch of fucking rat dog fucking pieces of shit. If I come in there one day, they're humming on my balls. The next day, they're like, "Oh, this guy's crazy. He fucking sucks." Man, find yourself. And if you can't, there is medication out there. The, like taking medication, like, you know, it's a big deal there. There's a lot of money in that industry. So maybe you ought to talk to a therapist and get you some shit. Aside of that,
I'm sure he's on plenty of medication.
Oh, he's got plenty of medication. But what I really do love is when the fact that I get on here and I talk with Dave, Tony decides to review it and he slows us down by, I don't know how much, but it makes us sound like we're talking like this and we're fucking
I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to bring that up, but yeah, you brought it up.
But isn't that, I mean, not to stick up for Tony, but is that really a big deal? I mean, Dave speeds up Tony.
No, because it takes too long to review it. This is actually trying to make, Danny and me look bad.
Yes.
I don't slow Tony down because, again, Tony's already talking slow. If I was to slow him down, he'd be like a human sloth, and it would make him look even more retarded. And I wouldn't do that to the audience or myself.
But the audience already knows how your cadence.
Yes, because
speech.
I'm giving. He's not explaining what speed he's playing it at. But I'm saying, look, I'm playing 1.5 times speed because this is taking way too long to get through. And then I say, oh my God, this sounds like a normal conversation. So imagine for yourself if this was at normal speed. So I'm putting the actual perspective in front of people. He's just playing his clips
But
slow as if it was normal.
I guess my point is, isn't there better stuff that he's done other than slowing down your voices?
No,
Well, of
it's
course.
no, it's just another example of where he needs to manipulate the sound to prove his point.
Yes.
I
At that. David, I can
just so both of you know, I don't look at you guys any less because Tony slows your voices now.
Hey man, I appreciate it, dude.
So
No,
no, but really,
the point more so is just to point out these attempts to try to manipulate the narrative. It's not like we care. It's like, oh, our lives are over because we were played in slow mo. It's just like, hey guys, heads up. You think Danny talks slurred like this at this pace? Well, if you sped it up to its normal speed, you'd realize that wasn't the case. But
Exactly.
I mean, it just doesn't take too much, talent.
It
or
has to be
intelligence
mentioned,
to
though. It
to
has to
slow
be
down
you're
someone's
right.
speech.
Preach
So,
it. It doesn't take much.
I mean, if someone's gonna dog someone, I'd rather see them reach a little higher for something other than slowing down their speech.
You're saying things that now, like, you're bringing out things that there's so many things I could say. Oh my God. Okay. So let me just go ahead and pick on one real quick, which what you just said, literally right now. The doxing thing. Okay. He tries to sit there and fucking help himself the fact that he doxed Ken. His
I apologized. It's perfectly fine.
home, wife, their jobs, their family, like moms and dads, this, that, and the other. And he sits there and he says, like, oh, I already apologized about that. It wasn't but a month or two ago that me and Dave came up with, what was it, Dave? I think about 10 that he docs, me being one of them. When he found my fucking LinkedIn to prove that I was a mechanical engineer. Weird. Yeah, we all saw that. He found it. So I don't know what the fuck this weirdo's doing with, I only just doxed Ken, bruh. Like, but we talked about it and it's okay now. No, fuck you, bitch. Fuck you. And we also have the screenshots. Everybody's got it when you were begging and fucking barking up fucking Scott's tree saying, I want to dox the fuck out of Danny. Give me his information if you can. I've got it, and a lot of other people do. So shut your fucking piss poor mouth, you cock sucking motherfucker. Ooh, man, I am trying to fucking maintain myself right now. I feel like punching something hard. Okay, so there's that. Then there's what he's talking about today. He's saying that Dave and I are just talking all the shit, and it's like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, what? Like, I said you could call in. I said you could fucking message. I have every fucking screenshot, bitch. I have every bit of it. You fucking blocked me on Skype. You blocked me in your chat, which you did again today. Okay? I have everything, buddy. I've sent it to all my homies and my fam, Dave Rose. Okay? They all got it. You are a fucking fruitcake weirdo motherfucker. I have everything to fucking just bury you, bro. What are you doing? This fucking spick and span fucking Carlos Ray, one day he wants to fucking slob my dick. The next day he says, oh man, this guy is crazy. Dude, I don't know what kind of people you're working with. This, that, and the third, as you say. This, that, and the third. You fucking idiot. You have been banned and fucking kicked out of this community, number one. Then you go to a fucking prison community where you have no right to be in. What the fuck have you ever done, bitch? Like, probably the worst thing you've ever done in your life is jaywalking. What the fuck are you doing chilling with people that have spent time in the penitentiary? And then when they kick you out, which I have all that shit fucking locked on, bro. The funniest shit when you get kicked out of fucking channels and they're like, why are you even here? You don't even belong here. Like, what is your problem? And you get butthurt. I have it all. I have it all. And I have all the proof of the things that you say on your shit and on theirs. And now you want to come back here and try to weasel your bitch ass way back in here? Man, you need to listen to me right now. I did not holler at you to be like, okay, let's keep it cordial, because a lot of people knew what I was doing, because I already spoke behind the scenes with the homies. I already spoke behind the scenes, and I let it be known what I'm doing. You don't get that. I was reeling you in, and you fucking exposed yourself because your bitch ass never answered one call, which today on your fucking stream, you said, oh, he blows me up and all, I don't call. That's crazy. Okay, you fucked up once there, because later on in your stream, you said, oh, you know what? If you just want to talk about it, we can talk. Wow. Think about that, you fucking kindergarten fucking fuck. Second, you said, well, you can jump in my chat and you can say, like, hey, let's talk. I did that. What'd you do? You blocked me. You fucking dumb bitch. I have everything on you. No matter where you go, no matter what you do, when you're playing around your little YouTube with your rickets fucking bed sore ass, there's nothing you can fucking do, because we have everything on you.
Colostomy bag.
Sure.
And
I got it up to
colostomy
here
bag,
with these damn
probably,
rickets.
yeah, probably. Just keep fucking messing with your tards that believe you,
Sure.
or just want to be
I
there
got
because
it
they
up to
just
here with
want
these
to
damn rickets.
go ahead and fuck around and be trolls. Like, that's cute. Like, wow, cool, man.
I don't know how a person can fight with a colostomy bag.
You can't. But bringing that up now,
You kick them right in their
I'm actually glad you said.
intestines.
I'll rant all fucking day with my Scandinavian Russian ass. I'll rant all fucking day. But I'm glad you brought that up there.
Don't call me late for dinner.
Do what?
I said, don't call me late for dinner.
I
You're
won't
trying
call
to
you.
figure them out.
Have your shit. Don't worry about it, Shafty. Don't worry about it. I'm willing to, just like what I said here a little bit ago when I texted my big little cousin, said, okay, let's go ahead and do this shit live. Let's do this live.
Rumor has it you're a deadbeat father.
And I'm a
abandoned your
deadbeat
child.
father, even though my daughter is at Baylor because she wants to be a doctor, and I pay her tuition, and I've had half of her life with me and half with the mom. Didn't really want it that way. I wish I could have had full custody, but that's a whole nother story. And I have to admit, even though that her mother is an asshole, she's a very good mom to my daughter. Very good. So he struck a nerve when he says that, like, oh, I'm this busted ass, no fucking dad type motherfucker. Like, dude, bro, you're celibate, fucking non-shooting blank ass motherfucker. You can't even have a kid.
I wouldn't trust the safety of that little dog that he has.
Not
Again,
even
like,
that.
wouldn't it be also considered, at least maybe according to PETA, but maybe others, if you keep a dog in a enclosed room and you're constantly smoking cannabis, it does have an effect on the dog. Now,
Yes,
studies haven't necessarily,
quite cool.
studies have shown that CBD is good for a dog, but that's not CBD. That he's doing some high end fucking THC, and we've seen dogs who have eaten cupcakes and brownies and all that shit, and they're like cats. You can't lift them up. They're all like liquid, like they're just fucking zoned out of this shit, and it's not really good for the dogs, actually.
No, it's not at all. Maybe we got to call the ASPCA in Winthrop. Yeah, the other doxer, right? You fucking cocksucker. And just by the way, too, I already got everything, man. You are a dumb fucking piece of shit, placid, fucking sedentary fuck. Your bitch is fucking other dudes. And when Gam Gam fucking kicks the bucket, homie, you're on the street. Because your bitch already got somebody that has a lot of money. And you're out. Where are you gonna go? Don't come to my door. I'll punch you in your fucking face. And I don't know who else's door you're gonna go to for fucking help. Being up there when it gets cold up there in Massachusetts. Bitch, you're fucked. You're fucked. I'm done with it. I'm done with it, man. I can fucking ragdoll you all motherfucking day. Every single thing that you say about me or anybody else that I'm down with, whether it be Dave, whether it be Shafty, whether it be fucking Joe, whether it be fucking Ken, whether it be this, that, and the third, as you say, this, that, and the third. Look, bro, 13 yards from faggotry. You are fucking stupid. You have nothing. You
And
have
shout out
nothing.
to Agent Cooper in Tony's chat who says, LOL, Dave's a one-trick pony. Without drama, he ain't nothing. So we can ignore all those years prior to me actually just doing exclusive wrestling reviews, going on to Joe's show and bringing actual intellectual content like politics on there, space, doing Final Frontier news, doing conspiracies. Yeah, I've got nothing.
Flat
I'm a
Earth.
one-trick pony. All I can do is drama, but meanwhile, I prove other. In fact, I can even do food reviews. So, yeah, Agent Cooper, you really look stupid right now.
Why I say they're on the spectrum. How can you say that Dave goes on Joe's and does only one thing? Dave does a lot of different things. He can do a chill stream. He can do Drama Diner. He can do Kerbals. He can do.
Yeah, but
the
when I
list
go on
goes
Joe's stuff, I'm like, if it's an AEW review, I'd talk AEW. If it's monetize this, then I try to talk about various different things that are funny, some politics, whatever. But mix it up and have a variety of different topics to discuss. Everyone knows that if somebody just mentions politics, my ears perk up, and I'm saying, okay, what do we talk about? Somebody talks about space. Space travel and shit. I'm a fucking nerd for that. Somebody says conspiracies, and I'm going to be fucking real down with that. So I can't, apparently I don't do a variety of anything. I can only do drama. It's the worst and most pathetic fucking excuse when they have on my channel the ability to see all the different stuff that they've offered. Even the gaming stuff.
You know what, Dave? If you look at it outside of the quote-unquote spectrum, okay, you can handle the AEW shit, but they don't understand. If Dave wants to go and do Kerbals, they don't get it. Because you know what? It's not a fucking NES fucking D-pad with an A and B button. They're fucking confused. They don't know what the fuck you're doing when you're putting together a fucking rocket ship. They don't get it. So let's talk shit about that. I can go on and on. No need to, because we all know this already. This is a full-on fucking call-out now. I can tear this guy to shreds. You are a fucking simple fuck. You are a simple fuck that has nothing. You live off your bitch that fucks the doctor at her work. You're going to be out of a house soon when Gam Gam dies. You have nothing for yourself. You have nothing. You will be out in the cold. Look for a shelter. And I hope shelters don't take you in. I want you to be outside freezing, by the way. Let's just go ahead and make note of that. Second, I don't know where the fuck you come off, man. Like, you are so delusional to think for one fucking second that you are a smart, entertaining person where people want to listen to you and you're just going to blow up big. Bro, you have people on the spectrum that don't know what the fuck right is to left. One day, it's cool. Next day, it's not. This is what you work with. So what the fuck are you trying to prove to us? You done been fucking 86 from this community. You got 86 out of the prison community. I guess you were looking for ass. I don't know what you were doing over there. Like, maybe somebody on the sly send you a fucking little creep message like, hey, man, you fuck around or something. But it didn't work for you, so you had to come back here now. You don't belong. You never will belong. You're a fucking piece of shit. And I promise you, the day that I have, I will put my hands on you. And go ahead and fucking record this. Save it. I will put my hands on you. You don't belong. And I'm going to be the one to take care of it. Last but not least, actually, live. Go ahead. Throw your supposed fucking kicks. I've done this shit already. You cried to me whenever I fucking hated on you on Joe's, and you were fucking crying to me after when we got fucking thrown off, and you're like, it's just voids, man. It's just we just talking, it's just voids. No, it's not talking to me, bro. I told you I'd set the phone up with people to fucking literally.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead. Even though that's rude of you to.
But you've been going for 15 minutes, and I have this question, and you hit a good point where we need to ask it.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
With Tony throwing kicks at, like, let's say he says he's 200 pounds, he's probably 130, so let's say about 160 pounds. He says he's 5'10", he's really probably 5'6", so let's say he's 5'7". And a guy that size, even if he knows how to throw a kick, how tall are you? 6'1", 6'2"?
Nope. I am in between 6'2" to 6'3". I'm like 6'2".
Okay. And you weigh
235. Tough.
at 235 at the tops. So what is a kick from a 160 pound guy gonna do to a 235 pound
Exactly what happened.
guy when because I guess if you're throwing a kick into a guy, like if he's throwing a kick into you, it's like that's like the perfect thing for you. I mean, if you grab a hold of him while he's throwing that kick,
exactly,
with his leg in the air, I mean, you throwing around 160.
I'll tell you exactly what will happen.
I mean, that would be, you would throw him
Well,
around
I'm
like
trying
a
to give you that
rag doll.
answer there, Shaft.
I would
so
do if
I don't
you
know if
threw a
you're
kick.
listening.
Tell you a million things.
Okay, go ahead.
When I go into my fucking gym, days I put in my work 2-3 hours, and then my coach says, okay, hey, work with the smaller bucks. That's no problem. Okay, let them go hard, and I just go soft. This dude, I'm almost twice the fucking weight of him at 235, man. Like, what the fuck you gonna do? And I have to literally do things like, not bully him, but I have to do things to show him, like, this is where you went wrong. And he has the audacity to talk to people in this community that he can fucking throw roundhouses that'll knock people's jaws off. Like, what are you talking about? You want to fuck up, like the tiniest person in the community? Like, I don't know who that would be, but whoever it is, like, that's what you got. That's why I'm saying live. Fuck you.
Because it would never get to your jaw.
No, he would never. He would never.
It's gonna hit you under your arm.
Leg.
In the side or in the arm, and if your arm's up and he hits you in the, underneath your, like around the armpit, man, then you're just wrapping him.
If you look into and if you read,
that would be bad.
All right. Well, since you guys want to talk over my addressment of what I was going to say, now I'm going to interrupt and I'm going to say thank you so much to Gabe Rodriguez for the donation. There was no message attached to it, but I will provide you with a comical animated GIF that goes along with the donation. And he says in the chat, hey, bro, sent a couple of dollars on PayPal. Have a good night, bro. Thank you so much for that donation. And hopefully this little GIF here is comical. I thought it was something that fit best with the Michelin star chef in the community. Bow down to him. But all right, so boys, you wanted to go back on. You wanted to continue to talk
what I
about
wanted
that,
to tell Crafty is basically if you were to sit down for a day and read about Muay Thai and Muay Buran, okay, so there's a big difference. Muay Buran, it's like if he throws a kick, if we're not fighting actual like Muay Thai, if he throws a kick. And I'm allowed to go Muay Buran, or basically I can do whatever I want if the dude wants to fucking go ahead and throw at it. Dude, it's horrible.
You're power slamming him.
Any way it goes, and I can show you. I can literally fucking make a video. I'll do it, and I will show all of you exactly what I would do if he throws a kick. I will wrap him up in that, and I will fucking break his back. He will never walk again. Ever. That's muy bueno. That's the old school shit.
Oh,
2,000 years ago.
why
I
you
am
being
a
like so tough, bro? Like, I was just like trying to be cool. I was making an action figure after you, Danny. Like, why do you hate me, dude? Like,
No, I don't want no action figure of me on his fucking shelf. Fuck no. Gam's gonna have an issue, man, because I'm coming through. And I don't care either, Tony, about how you say you supposedly have 40 cameras. That's a lie. All you need is one, and it doesn't matter. If I want to get in there, I'll get in there.
Mhm.
Just shut up with that. Just shut up. You're not scaring anybody. If I want to get in your house, I'll get in there.
well, people kind of know where he is now, don't they?
Yeah, don't they? So I'm really fucking intrigued as to what he's going to say after this because I have put it out. I have told y'all what it is. I have said like this is what went on with this, that, and the third, as he says, and I feel weird
Sorry,
saying that because
Wesley, engage 0.5 times speed. Make Danny sound drunk and incapable of speaking. Engage.
yes, please, yes. Go ahead and drop
That's basically what happened on fucking Tony's stream. He
Does it every
slowed me
time.
and Danny down on purpose. That's a simple fact. And
Does it
he'll
every-
probably claim, and
sit
I've
here
said
and
this to
talk
other
fast.
people because they brought this to me. Oh well, he's slowing things down, and it's like, yeah, but who also did that? Scott McKinnon. Why? Because he thought he was going to get struck for reviewing a video. Now I've never struck him. Never said that he should. In fact, I said the opposite. He should never be struck. But he and others would do the exact same thing. Is because the pussies that they are think that I would be a coward like them, which I'm not, and that therefore would struck the video because my review or whatever was being played in the same time without any. No, fucking play that shit. Play that fucking music, white boy. Let's continue.
Yeah, play it. Yeah, no, and let's continue. Y'all hear me right now. I'm speaking totally fine. I'm speaking fast. If you want me to go faster, I can do faster. And he will slow it down and it'll make it sound like I'm going, you know what, Dave? Like, fuck you. Like, bro, that's what you have to go after? Because you ain't got shit. You ain't got shit on me. And now, for the most part, over any and everything, I have fucking called you out where you have to fucking show your ass. I said no fucking videos. I said no bull. I said live it, motherfucker. Live it. And if you need me to, we can make it even better. I'll come see you and live it.
I want to say one thing.
Everyone heard me right now, and I will not take it back. Everyone heard me. So let's see what his fucking quote unquote rebuttal is. Live it, bitch.
All right,
Live it.
Let me address what's being said in Tony's chat. You've got JR4 the third, once a big supporter of mine, says this is sad but true statement. Grown men that ain't banging anything but their hands, which I find is funny because the same allegation has been said against Ken and Joe, Drew, and others, and obviously that's not the case. Then he also says, put the entire thing in perspective. This shit is pathetic. Send the link to those prison guys. They need to see how bad it gets around here. Interesting. And then he says, Dave's is drama to the most pathetic degree. It comes down to watching the chats. This is the same guy that's hanging out in Tony's chat and
Right. Yeah,
basically observing what I'm doing in mine. That's unfortunate, JR for the third. I thought you were cool. But yeah, it's just like, I could easily. How many times do people want me to beat a dead horse? This is also another reason why I don't do drama to the same extent that I used to do. Is this that it's the same thing over and over again? You're beating a dead horse into powder. Okay, it's pointless. But it is funny when people are just so obsessed in Tony's chat that they're raising me to the point where it's just constant. Just okay, whatever. Tony's going to do his thing. He's going to take an old video of me. He's going to review me. I gave him the 2 Hanukkah gifts of videos so that he could, have something to do. And but what's more comical, whatever Tony decides to talk about or review, And again, you can keep playing the Gargamel fucking clip. Yeah, I shaved my head live on Ken's show, and I got
Oh,
$500 for it. But
yeah, I don't
yeah,
interject, but
basically,
about
people in Tony's chat are much more obsessed over me than it seems that Tony is. So it's just
Super.
like, dudes, like, relax with the cockswax.
Yeah, no, I saw that here just again. And I'm like, what the fuck is he doing with this? Because Dave willingly went on the show and said, I will shave my head all kinds of different fucking weird ways because we're bringing in fucking donos, homie. But he's tried to fucking
But it was
twist
also,
that
it
and
wasn't about the
manipulate,
donos initially. It was about like,
like,
let's make this
you can't
fun. It's just
stop
like,
that.
can I even get to the point where I can raise this money? But like more important, it's just like, do people
Right.
actually want to see me go through this craziness? And people did.
Right. No, it was fun. I was there that night. I spent like $40 on that bit. You're welcome, motherfucker. I was there. So it's like when he shows those things, it's like it's not like Dave is literally losing hair. He was acting crazy and getting everybody hyped up, and we fucking got him his donuts to
More
help him out.
importantly, is like, why would I shave my head normally? It's just like if I can actually give myself the fucking skullet, like give myself the Uncle U horn, hair, like again, it's all coming off anyways. What does it matter in what order it comes off? In fact, it does matter. Why? Because you can make it more funny rather than shaving the sides off and leave a mohawk. No, let's shave the top off and make you look like a 75-year-old fucking vagrant. It's just like, yeah, or Gargamel.
Fuck, and you wouldn't have made your money if you just would have went like straight, like, I'm bald. Where's the money? It's like, no, you're boring, dude.
It was about
no.
fucking entertainment.
I gotta say something real
Yes.
quick.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
And Dave, don't take this the wrong way, but I think you know what this community misses?
What?
YR.
Well, YR chose to walk away, and nobody forced him away at gunpoint, but he did feel
I
threatened.
think YR honestly covered a lot of this, better than others. Like,
Yeah,
better
well,
than-
people from Tony's chat started to harass him. It all comes from Tony.
That's true. I
yeah,
miss
that's too
YR.
bad.
I still talk to YR all the time.
There are
Yeah,
people that want Bullfrog back, but Bullfrog, anytime he shows up, ends up getting swatted. That's unfortunate. It shouldn't happen, but that is the inevitability of some of these fucking pieces of shit in this community. And where are these people, these pieces of shit relegated to? Tony's chat. Nobody else will
Right.
have them.
Yeah, it's too bad that, because, people want to laugh and, and
Yeah.
Bullfrog was a good
Yeah,
person to
oh.
laugh at.
That's what it's
He was good in
be all
short
the-
bursts, and under certain control, he was able to be civil. But just like with Tommy NC, if you give him too much slack, he thinks he runs the show, and that happened a lot because a lot of people just aren't fit to run a country. So as such, they're trying to be nice to people that need to be put into certain constraints, because if you don't, they're gonna run roughshod. It's not out of hate. It's because, oh, I know this guy's situation.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, really, what I have to say about this, like, I can still hang out and show whatever and talk with y'all. That's no problem. But what I really just need to fucking dig into right now is the fact that I'm tired of this dumb fuck saying this weird shit, not only about my friends or about my fucking family. That's Dave Rose, man. Me and this dude fucking related, bro. And anybody else that he wants to fuck with that is affiliated with me. All I want to do is now, let's go live. Don't you talk bullshit whenever 100 people told you already that it was on Discord when I'm fucking bending 200-pound bags. You can take your ass up from 160 to 200. Let's see you kick a bag. You're going to fucking hurt your shin, baby. You're going to hurt your shin. I'm going to fold the motherfucker. Number one. Number two, if you want to go ahead and go at it on spar, That's fine. I'll be nice to you, and I'll still school you like a motherfucker. That's it. Keep my man. Otherwise, other than that, keep my name out your mouth, bro. Keep my name out your mouth, and I'm calling you out right now. I'm telling it so everybody can hear it on my fucking cousin's fucking show, Devious Dave Rose. I'm telling you, live it. No, oh, I sent videos here, and I guess you didn't see it. And I haven't seen yours. Like, no, live. Live, bitch. I'm calling you right now live. And that's it. That's it. I'm done. Other than that, I'm willing to talk shit about anything else. That's what it is.
Any comments on that, is Shaft?
I really no, I don't have any comments. I think Danny
There is
covered
no
it pretty well.
comment. What I just said was fucking chiseled in stone. What can you say? Like, oh, well, are you sure about that, Danny? No, I definitely said that with conviction.
You know what? We have two individuals that, despite the ignorance and stupidity of others, are actually quite intelligent and can provide proper English responses without using colloquialisms. But gentlemen, I'll ask you this. When it comes to somebody like Tony or the people that associate with Tony, I don't believe it's too much of a far stretch to state that, and yes, we do come from a community that is predominantly based in wrestling, and we know that some of these people are goddamn retarded. But the extent that that is also visible when it comes to Tony's community, if you want to call it that, or his, reparates, is the high end of that. And I mean, with Carlos Ray, for example, writing all in caps, I mean, whether or not it's true that he'd said so because it was, to get attention to him, people using fake accounts to try to get attention to themselves and try to talk shit about people rather than just going off their original name. I mean, this is a special case, I think. And I think that both of you, not being retards, because that's a simple fact, can probably at least provide some input on this matter. And I'd love to hear your, specific thoughts on the matter.
Oh, absolutely. And you know what, Dave? I have to interject on that real quick about this Carlos Ray guy that is flip-flopping fucking weird dick sucker. The other day, I was sent a clip when Tony was, humming on my fucking scrotum. This fucking dude is in there.
That was before he banned you from his chat?
It's off.
He just now got banned in his chat. I've been banned for probably 8 months.
He was talking about this like an hour ago, but yes, he got banned when he went on and he's like, well, I'm trying to contact you and you won't let me contact you, and then he bans him in his chat. So
exactly, yeah. So it's kind of like when you can catch me at the right moment before he does that and acts like
he did precede that with saying, hey, Danny, why don't you contact me? And Danny's like, pops in the chat, well, okay, I'm trying to contact you. I just called. You're not taking the call. Oh, banned. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So this Carlos Ray dude or whatever, I get this clip or whatever, and this fucking weirdo fucking spick fan motherfucker, he's trying to ask somebody that said they went fed. It's like, oh, you went fed. Oh, you went fed. Oh, I went fed up penetrated too. Like, where were you at? And this person, I think they had said where they were, and he's like, oh yeah, no, I was just all over the place. And I asked in the chat whether he read it or not, because I think some other people asked him, like, so where were you? Where were you? And he's like, oh, I was just getting tossed around everywhere. That sounds to me like a lie. Where did you go to Fed, bro? Where? Where were you fucking locked up on Fed? Like, please don't fucking make me fucking three-way call my father across the continent or my fucking mother who's fucking 18 miles away. Like, they can say, like, I can tell you exactly where my son went. Where'd you go Fed, bro? You said, oh, hee ha ha. I just got tossed all over the place. You lying son of a bitch. What the fuck did you do to go Fed? I want to hear that. That's another thing that needs to be done live. Let's talk about some real shit. Go ahead. Go ahead, man. I'll pull your paperwork real quick. I will pull your fucking paperwork and I will fucking make you look like a fucking fool. Don't you fucking lie and act like you've been down with some fucking hard shit when you ain't never seen a motherfucker piss on another motherfucker's leg. You don't know shit. Oh, I've just been everywhere. Dude, bro, like that. No, Dave, I'm getting mad. Like, I'm gonna stop talking for a minute. Y'all talk. I can't stand fucking hoe ass motherfuckers. I can't stand it. I can't. But I'm gonna throw that in. I will throw that in with the live shit with me and fucking 13 years from fucking faggotry. I want him to let me know where you been, bro. Let me pull your paperwork. Let me know. Let's see if you're really about it. Like, yeah, otherwise, I'm just, yeah, I got nothing to say. I got nothing to say.
It's pretty stupid to start sticking your nose into a prison community and giving your opinions.
It makes no sense. It's like I told Dave the other day. It's like, if you have a love for, if you have a love for the sport of cricket, okay, Shafty, and you don't know a fucking thing about cricket, but you literally fucking put yourself in a community where everybody's consistently talking about cricket, why are you there? Why?
You're trying to learn. You're trying to maybe. Are you trying to learn about cricket?
Well, I mean, like maybe.
Isn't that? I guess maybe he's wanting to learn what it's like to be in prison. So he goes over to prison communities.
Is he looking at like maybe I'm gonna do something soon to where if I go that I need to know what to do?
Is he in trouble?
No, he won't. No, maybe he just wants to know what the lingo is so that he can talk tough. And when asked, he can just say, "Well, I know the lingo because I'm part of this."
Yes, I agree with Dave on that wholeheartedly because Dave and I have talked, and I've told him like, dude, he says this, he says that, he says this, he says that. Now he would have never known these terminology ever.
You want to know what it is?
Ever.
This is what it is. It's the shit talking. Tony is what it comes down to, he's a shit talker. And he needs someone
let me clarify as a
shit.
proper psychologist, not registered, is that the shit talking actually comes from recognizing his inabilities. And as such, you should talk to try to cover your tracks. So that's what he's doing here. He's trying to make it look like he knows what he's talking about when he doesn't. And again, just like Patient Zero, Mark Skunty, the kid I knew back in the day, it seems that it has progressed. So 2.0 here is certainly worse than 1.0.
If we want to talk about this with this fucking idiot, think about how your life. Everybody just fucking like fucking just think, like just meditate. How would you, if you're sitting in there all day in front of a computer screen, you have no job, you have no life, you have a girl that's fucking people at her job, you're waiting on Gan.
Well, we don't. You don't know that.
You don't know what I know. Is what you don't know what I know. And I'm sorry, Shafty. I didn't mean to say that. Like I was being a dick. I promise. I love you.
You're fine. I can take
it. It's like you just take. Okay, so I'm not going to break it down to a science. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. Just look at the whole case scenario. Would you be a happy person? I want one of you on the phone right now to tell me, yeah, I'd be happy. Because if you do, I'm just not going to talk to you anymore. Like, literally, like, are you cool with that? Are you cool with fucking being that type of person? Or would you be really feeling shit poor about yourself? And it's like, okay, something's got to change. And at least give some type of fucking, like, do you want to go ahead and fucking move forward and make sure that you're out of this shit poor situation? Or are you just a bitch and you want to sit there?
Well, I mean, I'm sure he's probably collecting some kind of social security.
He is.
I'm sure he's if he was in an accident that wasn't his fault, he may have some settlement money, that he's sitting on that he's using. I mean, maybe he is financially, to an extent financially secure. I mean, it is
Well,
possible.
let's say that. Let's say he's financially secure to a bit. Okay.
I mean, to the point where he can live, eat, and
I don't know
live
about
and
the eat
eat.
thing because Gam Gam certainly seems to be pulling her weight when it comes to the cooking. That Thanksgiving meal.
Well, she probably
What?
pays she pays the rent. I'm sure
Yeah, that's why I'm saying whenever Gam Gam kicks the bucket, because we all got a date. None of us right here, right now, can live forever. We all got a date. We just don't know what day it is. Gam Gam got a date. And as soon as the date comes, he's out. Girl got the house. She's got the money with a career, and she's going to stick with the motherfuckers that she's fucking with on the side that have money too. He's out. And how long is he going to survive off of this potential? Like, okay, yeah, he got into a car wreck and he's got a couple bucks. What are you going to do? And I know for a fact in New England, that is not a fucking cheap place to live.
Nope.
Motherfucker, you better go down to fucking New Mexico or some shit because you're not going to make it, but maybe fucking 3 months. Where are you going to go after that? It's just a fucking laughing stock, man. This is a fucking joke. Bro, like, I don't even want to be like this. I don't want to say these type of things. It's really not the way I am. I'm not. I am an asshole, and I will admit that. I'm a fucking asshole. At the same time, I'm a very nice person. I love people, and I stick by the sides of the people that I care about. I do. 110%. And the real motherfuckers that know me, they know that. But when it comes to something like this, I'm going to run my mouth. I'm going to. And I'm not going to take back what I say. That's just what it is.
You could
Well,
just
Dave Rose
ignore
certainly
it.
doesn't.
I mean, you could ignore it. I mean, that's what it. But listen. But listen to me real quick. Listen to me real quick.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, it's because that's basically look at the progression of all this drama and people talking shit. It's happened to Ken. It's happened to Joe. It's happened to Dave. It happens to you, and other people. But what it ends up to getting to a point because it's not going to stop. But when you start, you just got to start ignoring it, and then you don't hear anything about it because you're ignoring it. But granted, there are people that'll probably come and message you. Did you hear it?
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
You kind of that's basically how Ken handles it, how Joe handles it, and that's kind of how these things die off.
You're absolutely right. I agree with you 110%, bro. I really do. I can get caught up sometimes if I'm feeling some type of way, and I will fucking snap back. I do. But then there's the other part. It's like, say, for instance, someone sends me something and says, hey, your fucking homie Dave is getting shit on. That's a different kind of feeling now. It's like, now you're fucking with family, so now I'm gonna fucking have to be a part of it because don't fuck with my family. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be all about me. It can be about people that I care about, or people that like are somebody that are a person in my life that is like I'm willing to cut, ride or die type shit. It's different. The feelings of that are just all mixed up, basically. So it's not as easy as to say, "I'll just ignore it, just flag it off, like it's okay." Like what? A year or two goes by, and then I find out from somebody, it's like, "Do you understand? For the last 2 years, you have been being raped online." Like what? What? I should still not care, but that's not my mentality. I'm gonna get mad. Especially if it's somebody that's close to me, friend, family, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like it's gonna get to me.
But look at all the shit that, like, here's a great example. Shout out to my dog Tony not Tony. Shout out to Nikki J Blunts and
I was
Ryan the
about
Heel
to
real
say,
quick. But
oh,
look how Nikki handles it. He just Tony talks shit about him all the time and he just ignores it.
yeah, but Nicky's different. He's bred different. I understand.
Yeah,
Nicky's gangster on that. I understand.
you
Because
know.
Nicky has
Feeble
his side where
humans, you are
like,
incapable like I am to simply flip a switch and not give a flying fuck. But when I flip the switch on, I certainly give a good show. Pathetic humans, please continue.
Whoa.
so basically, yeah. I mean, whatever fucking Dave just said, Nicky is the kind of person that he can be at one point. He's gonna fucking run his mouth. He's not gonna give a fuck. Next
Yeah,
moment,
he's
he's just,
heat of
I don't
he's a
care.
he's the heat of the moment. That's how Nikki is. If
Yeah,
you if like let's say Tony was talking to shit right to Nikki would bam verbal. Here comes the verbal assault.
oh
You
yeah,
know,
no, for sure.
Nikki ain't gonna waste his time talking about Tony after the fact of him saying it. And Tony coming onto a show that he's on and then talking his shit, then it's on. But other than that,
Oh,
he don't care.
I get my boy that 100. Nicky is not afraid to fucking talk shit, especially if you want to put it on him. Like, no, he'll snap back for sure.
His laugh is almost as maniacal as mine.
It's I don't know.
Tis true. Tis true.
Nah, tis true. Okay.
Nikki's loud.
Oh, certainly a great and jovial laugh, I would say. But maniacal, I think I have that one down pat.
But yeah, the way he handles it as well he does a good job.
He doesn't really
Yeah.
give a shit at all.
Right.
No, he
I like-
don't.
I'm one of the worst because I don't. And I admit that. I'll take my loss. I'm more. Oh, I don't want to say this, but
But you kind of enjoy the verbal battle.
really
You enjoy it.
I enjoy it too. I enjoy
Yeah,
it too.
you
But
two-
see,
you
the
both
thing is,
do.
though,
So-
I'm not emotionally
No.
triggered, and when I fail to act emotionally, you have a lot of people that respond with emotion and
Emotionally,
are very frustrated at the fact that I didn't fall for their little stupid bait.
yes.
Again,
very
the
well.
robot does not fall for such human endeavors.
Beep beep boop. No, what Dave said, he's absolutely right. And basically that's when it comes out to me, it's it can be emotional, but not emotional like I want to cry, like yeah, like my heart is hurting. No, I have to fucking snap back at you and say some shit. That's easier for me than just to be like, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna ignore it. It's hard. It's hard. Like I've always been that guy that's like, no, I have something to say, especially if you have something to say about me. I'm gonna say it. And hey, man, afterwards, if you want to bring it to the next level, I'm all about it. Like let's do this.
Yeah, let's do
please.
this. How about this? Let me just readdress Fatso in the chat, in Tony's chat. He's like, fact is, Dave took donos from a pedo, and New Age can do his own research and find the streams. New Age was in my chat, and I addressed that the other day and was totally transparent about it. I mean, even fucking Shaft has called me out on that shit. But I've already explained my justification for it. And people can say whatever the fuck they want. But hey, the same story is going to be told to you anytime you ask that sort of question. And then,
And everyone sees where such the pedophile is now. Nowhere.
well, actually, the only place he is going is fucking Tony's chat.
Right.
That's the point. Now,
Right.
Delusional and Obsessed, a new account, rather than using a normal name, says facts are facts, and I only like facts. And it's true Dave's only donator was Keith for a while. He had him on the show. No, that would be actually factually incorrect. He was not my only donator. I did take donations from him. We've already talked about this. I'm more than willing to continue to explain and address this. And again, I'm not hiding it. And again, people have criticized me like Extreme Shaft, whose opinion I actually do take into consideration as opposed to these losers there in Tony's chat. Yeah, a lot of stupid shit in fucking Tony's chat. But you guys continue. I just wanted to address that stuff because I thought it was funny. Because again, it's just like I've never been fucking trying to hide it. I've been totally transparent. It's like, oh, did you take a donation from him? Yes, I did. You want to know the reason why? You just want to judge me? Okay, I'm cool either way.
Hey man, money's money. I don't give a fuck. You want to send me money,
No, but
dude?
see,
I'll
I've
take
already
it.
explained as to why I did this, but I'll save that. Again, I've done this so many times. Repetition is the sign of a weak mind, and I certainly don't have a weak mind. I should not have to remind people if their memories are bad. So again, if that's their problem, I don't fucking make my videos private or make my channel private like Scott does or whatever. It's all there unless somebody ends up striking my fucking videos. And yes, YouTube has done that twice, but Scott has done that I think 3 times, or probably more actually. But I keep my videos up, and yes, there was that last time on Friday Night Fever where Joe Bloden didn't warn me that his younger kid had their face exposed, and you know, considering I was drunk and stoned that night, and then realizing as the show was coming to a conclusion, oh shit, I don't want the kid's face, shown. I'm gonna have to go back and fucking fix that. So I made it private. I never deleted a video, and the only videos that have been deleted on my channel have been the ones that either YouTube forced to be deleted because I talked about the strange things that happened on January 6th, but also, or is it 4th? No, it was the 6th. But also, other stuff. But whatever. But hey, me. I keep going.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going, Dave.
But I always keep going. This is what's so comical. I've raised this up. There's been so many people, Tab, all these people have just been so obsessed over me. And they just want, they use the line that nobody likes you, quit YouTube, just leave. It's just like, but who the fuck are you? You're coming from the UK, the gayest of all fucking places of all. I mean, that's gayer than Turkey. And anyone who knows those fucking...
Turkettes now, Turkettes.
Well, but yes, the UK is gay. UK is gay, and they're fine with it. But these people are fucking trying to criticize me. It's the funniest thing because they can't get anywhere. They think that I'm going to be fucking taken down. My channel's going to be fucking destroyed and I'll have nowhere to go. Nobody's going to want Dave Rose around. Are you kidding me? Fucking when shit goes down and people are mad at me on one side, you got somebody else fucking clamoring to fucking get me on there. I mean, this has happened too many times. That's why I fucking love to satirize the whole, 12-time sail away champion. I mean, are these people this stupid, guys? I'm sure you can identify this, but or at least verbalize it in a way that Dave Rose wouldn't. How stupid are these people? Do they practice?
Oh, I get it for sure. And I think the most simplest way you can put it is these are people that are super, super sad in their lives. And all they have is this. And to talk shit, to make themselves feel better about themselves by talking shit, just a simple fucking little therapist session. They can tell you hey bro, do you realize you fucking hate yourself and this is why you do this? There's hey, cash at me $30 for your therapy lesson right there. That's all it takes. That's what it is.
I like that Cash App fucking line.
Yeah, man. Holler at me, cash at me, and the last fucking Viking. Hit me up. I appreciate it. I'll tell you what, I'll be nice. That was your first free lesson. The next time I have to say something, it's $30. So you got your free one.
But these are the type of people that would demand more free stuff. It's like, I just gave you some free stuff. You're not willing to sign up for Patreon or do this, and obviously not. Oh, Fatso talking about you, Danny. He says, and Danny is on the stream with a pedo too, just last week. What pedo were you on with last week?
Oh yeah, Fatso. I don't know who that guy is, but he hates the dog shit out of me. I have no idea who Fatso.
Hey,
But
get in line here. I'm first in line when it comes to Fatso's hate because he's so pathetic and obsessed that clearly I am in number one position. But
yeah, like that guy has me fucking blocked. I didn't block him.
actually,
He blocked.
Fatso does have me blocked on my main account, but I can see him when I log out, which is the funniest thing. So I know he's listening, but the fact is that, yeah, you can block my main account from seeing you, but when I log out, there you are, Fatso. Hi. Hi.
Right. Yeah, no, it's one of those
Fucking
weirdo
retard.
dudes like that. And I know what he's talking about. It was because YR and Dr. Earl hit me up and they were talking to me about the concert they were going to.
Yep.
And they pulled me into a call and Keith was already on it. Like he was in there with them. And Fatso, you're a fucking piece of shit for that because you know for a fucking fact, which YR and fucking Dr. Earl and everybody else on that call can back me up on this. Keith was on there and he was like, "Hey, Mr. Keon, dude." I'm like, I really have nothing to say to you because you know what? I obviously have issues with you and what you do, what you say, and who you are. So let's not have a conversation. And Keith goes, "Oh, yeah, all right. So nice try, Fatso. We have that. Sorry, bud. Sorry. Whoever the fuck you are, dude. And cool fucking name, Fatso. Get the fuck out of here, bro."
No, that was probably some sort of, jab at Ken, I would guess, because that was the
Maybe,
term that was
I don't
being
know.
used
All I
against
know
him.
is I know what he's talking about because initially I was doing something and YR called me and I couldn't answer the call. I was like, shit, man, bro, I'm busy. Can't fucking do it. And then later on, I think it was Dr. Roll that tried to call, and then Keith called, and then finally I was on the call, and I'm like, yeah, what's going on, guys? And when Keith started talking to him, like, hey, bro, I literally have nothing to say to you. Like, you're here. I understand. It's not my call. It's y'all's call, but I really don't want to discuss anything with you. Put it out on blast, like, to everybody. And everybody's like, yeah, well, it is what it is. Like, and he was like, okay, cool, I understand. And left him alone. So nice try,
He,
Fatso. Nice
he
try, bro.
threatened. Keith threatened me.
He threatened you?
Yeah.
How?
Yep.
What did he say? He was going to touch your daughter?
No, about calling him out and stuff.
Well, I was being a smart ass anyways. I don't even know if you
Let
have
me see
children.
if
Okay, that's weird. Like, no, that didn't even sound like Keith because, like, Keith is not like a.
I think I erased him.
He's not like a hardcore person though. Like, he doesn't ever talk or sound like, hey, you want to throw this on hands? Like, we can do this. So
I think I've sent this, Dave. I've shown you this.
What am I looking at?
I'm gonna. I was gonna. Can I send it to you?
You can put it in this chat.
Yeah, it's on Skype. I was gonna send it in a.
Well, whatever. Whatever is convenient. Whatever's clever.
Well, there's a lot to it, so it'd be like multiple.
Festlove asks a good question. How can Keith threaten anybody? Remember, this is the same guy that jumped out of a 2-story building, thought that he would, be able to do what they did in the movies and run away, and ended up breaking both of his legs and going to the clinks. So, but hey, if he wants to keep fucking around, I mean, it wouldn't take much effort. Again, my contempt for stupid people is justified. I find it insulting that there are people in this community that are aghast that I would take certain actions against people that clearly need to be taken care of. But that is the mentality of the millennial and the Zoomer, which is, oh, we all have to get along together because feelings and bullshit and blah, blah, blah. It wasn't that way 50 years ago. And you've got people like Seaman who would say, but that was 50 years ago. And unironically not notice the degeneration of society that's reached to this point and not correlate, hey, maybe if we had the rules that we had back then, we wouldn't be so shitty right now. But hey, what the fuck do I know, guys? That's just fucking stupidity talking, right?
Dave, I put in the general chat of this group.
Yeah.
Not in general, but in the chat of this what we're in now.
Yeah, let me check it out. I'm not seeing anything, but
Up in the top corner of the Discord voice channel, there's a little box for like a text box.
yeah, I clicked that.
Right.
So you wrote a message.
No, I copied and pasted a message.
Okay, yeah. So derailed had my back. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, this is from January of this year. This is what
Who
Keith.
sent this?
This is sent by Keith Rebarber.
Shall I show it?
You can show it or read it, whatever you choose.
All right, I'll read it just because just adding new source just be annoying and such. But so derailed had my back, nigga. No hard R there. I am not what you think I am. The stupid web page doesn't define me, nigga. For real, nigga. Get over it, nigga. Quit sexually harassing me, pedo.
That's what I sent him.
Oh, that's what you said. Okay. Okay, I see. Now, R means rebarber. I'm not a pedo. Sorry, maybe I should do it in his voice. And actually, to be quite honest, the best person in this community that fucking does the best impression of of Keith is fucking Joe Cronin. But I'll try my best. And we all know that my impressions suck, so please, shut the fuck up. I'm not a pedo, you fucking idiot. Get with the damn program, you stupid idiot. I'm not a pedo, you dumb fuck. Fuck you. Look, I'm telling you I'm not a pedo. When I tell you I'm not a pedo, you believe me. I'm always right. Don't argue with me. Fucking stupid. Don't ever call me a pedo. Never in your fucking life, you fucking idiot. Don't do it. Was that at least an okay impression?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I think we got it all.
I'm trying my best.
I enjoyed it.
I've always admitted I'm not the best impressionist, but I'm trying. But yeah, so that's what he sent to you, nigga.
Yes, that's exactly what he said.
And this was how long ago?
This was earlier this year in January.
In January, so close to a year, basically. 12 months, 11 months, basically.
But
I would like to hear Joe read it.
Yeah, Joe. You know what? Joe should actually do on his. Seriously, Joe, this is money, okay? And you can give me a little donation on a little bit there. Although we don't have an agreement for him to pay me to appear on his show to either agree with what he says or not agree with what he says. Apparently, the rumor is very vague. But yeah, take this idea, and it's like reading poetry, like in the voice of a certain actor. So you would take these messages and you would then read them in the voice of, say Keith Rebarber or fucking Tony. I mean, he played Tony's clip again. I don't know if you heard it on Joe's show the other day, but the one that he did on my show where he's like, oh man, what did he say about Tony? He was like, my wife pays for everything and blah, blah, and it was hilarious. And, Tony, that was the one that he excluded. Remember that? Excluded that?
Yes, that's the one he excluded.
Yeah, but Joe played it again on his fucking show last night. So, I don't know if Tony ended up reviewing that, but yeah, that was something that many people, including Shaft, pointed out. Hey, what's going on here? The guy clearly had this. He knew the clip because he had reviewed it, and now he doesn't want to play that clip. Very interdasting.
Would that be considered drama, Joe? Playing that clip?
It would be convenient censorship, I would say, because you don't want to bring Joe into the whole thing, but you want to, focus on me and make me sound like the villain, which I have no problem at all. I mean, I am, but I mean, there's other people doing other shit, so let's just be square,
Yes, sir. All right.
Spartan King says, sounded like a robot trying to sound like Keith. I think Keith may be some sort of... Okay, so if you guys know, about aliens and stuff, the short grays are considered organic androids, and there's a very good chance that Keith is one of those. Look at him. I mean, shit, there was a time where people were telling him, yo, Keith, don't you blink? Don't you ever blink? So...
well, not when he's all wired up on his fucking whatever he's taking.
Look, he's been designed by a reptilian race to be a organic android, and well, there you go. I mean, his programming went very wrong, and he exposed himself, and well, in more ways than one. And yeah, now he's stuck there, but he's waiting for the UFO to come and pick him up again.
He's stuck in this body.
I will ascend, Shaft. Yeah. I'm going to be one with Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Shit, man. Hey, you motherfucker. I'll be right back, man. I got to eat me some dinner.
There's no crying in baseball. There's no taking breaks on the drama stream. Okay, either you're in it.
No, I
or
have to take a break.
There's no fucking. I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna be like Tony or Joe or somebody else and just come back hours later. Like, oh hey guys, I just had a fucking great meal and stuff. It's like if you're gonna fucking out, you gotta go out.
Fine, I'll stay.
We're gonna judge you for it. We're gonna judge you for it. I mean, aren't you a man? You can't fucking survive.
I'm starving. I'm gonna starve.
You're not even a real streamer, bro.
And seriously, dude, I mean, like,
I don't even know.
you could do what Tony did. You could be as crass as Tony, and you could eat your food on air and like make all this fucking noise and sound like an Asian who's fucking enjoying like some sort of meal, like. And yes, it is apparently okay there in Asia to do that, but this is North America, and we don't allow that degeneracy here. So are you going to do that there? Are you going to just come back with your meal and just... You're going to sound like fucking, what's his name? Fax?
That's pretty good.
I'm not the best impressionist when it comes to Fax, but Fake's Fax channel has called in multiple times. It certainly did a great job.
Pretty close. That was pretty close. Not going to lie.
I can't do that's beyond my ability. I can do the sloshing talk, Dave Rose, but I can't,
Pretty body to listen.
Yeah, I'm not that good yet. I'm gonna have to take lessons in how to imitate Fax. Speaking of which, I hope that he's died. Oh, how dare you say that? How dare you say that, Dave? No, I think that Fax is worse than Hitler. How about that? Shout out to Yee! Yee!
Yee!
See, nobody can have as much fun on this channel.
You're having too much fun right now.
It's beautiful.
You are out of control.
Yes, stop me now. Stop me now.
Listen to Danny. Danny can't even keep a straight face right now.
He's out of control, guys. He's out of control. Houston Police. Texas Police, because there's only one police department handling all of Texas. Please be on the lookout for Danny MT. He's out high kicking fence posts.
Yes.
Apparently
to me and
Tony's ending his stream. All right, good for you, Tony. Your chat was certainly very delectable. It was like a cordon bleu.
went Martha Stewart on that. Delectable. Shit.
Well, he has probably been going for like 8 hours.
Yeah, he's
You
probably
gotta-
tired. You know, the rickets do take their effect. You know, you got to move. The doctor says,
gotta
you got to move
empty
because
the
if not, you're going to get those seat sores.
He's probably like this. He's like,
Yeah,
babe,
But
babe,
I-
can you empty my colostomy bag?
love you.
Yeah.
Can't wait till my game fucking passes away, bro. You are out.
I'll just be honest.
I mean-
There's a North Korea, sorry, not North. There's a South Korean company that creates all these animated sort of replicas of a situation. Like, say for example, somebody freaked out on a airplane. They make a video that's animated, but it's not high level. It's just it explains the situation. So you could potentially hire this company to do something like that, where you got Tony animated, like, hey babe,
Babe, love you. Salad, please, babe. Love you. She's just like, man, I can't wait till Gam kicks the fucking bucket, bro. You are out.
well maybe we should call her the
Oh.
Black Widow because she's very patient and waiting for her
no.
opportunity.
The government check's coming in, bro. Just extra cash.
No, what
So-
she needs to do is she needs to hire, well, actually, no. She needs to get a side piece who's going to hire somebody that will, make it look like it was accidental and stuff. And they cash in on the insurance policy and they sell the house with Gam in it. And they elope to Hawaii and disappear.
in it.
I have an idea. Why don't we do an over under? Figure out the odds of an over under of what age Tony ends up in a nursing home.
Oh my! The he's in his 30s. I'd say by his 50s, he's going to be degenerated enough that his osteoporosis and rickets and MS and all that sort of shit will eventually just catch up, and he won't be able to physically move, and then there'll be more seat sores.
I'm gonna say 48. I put my fucking chips on black. 48.
Wow.
Well, that's close to what I said. So you're just trying to copy me, just like Tony says
Well,
that
I'm not.
everyone's trying to
You
copy
said
him.
50.
No,
I'm in the 40s.
It was a transitional joke. Okay, relax. Again, the fact
No.
is that Tony still seems to think that everyone copies him. And it doesn't matter what word you use. If it was in the English language for the last 2,000 years, he thinks he used it first, and therefore you're copying him. He even said shit about Ken. Like, oh, Ken, like, oh, no, what was that? Break the wheels? What did you say, Danny? Something the wheels, break the...
Fuck. Hold on. What the fuck do we break the wheels?
break the brakes or take the brakes
Pump the-
off. There was some
Pump
stupid...
the brakes. Yes.
Yeah, it was
This
stupid.
motherfucker tried to say that he's been saying that all the time, and I'm like, dude.
I don't even know the saying. I like
We
when you
say-
said it. I is like. Yes, I will say that. Although
That
it's a
saying
Nazi.
has probably been around longer than
Well, yeah, I
any
remember.
of us have been alive.
I remember hearing
Yeah,
that
been-
thing, but
been
like I
around-
didn't hear it recently. And then when when
Hey,
Tony says, "Oh well, like I started that," it's like, no, you didn't. Go ahead, guys. Go. Come on. It's okay.
I was letting Danny talk, but I
Danny,
don't know.
hello.
No. I have nothing to say. No, what I was going to say was, it was crazy that he said that because, first of all, that I'm sure that's definitely been said well before I was born. But when I was here in America, at a young adolescent age in H-Town, people were saying, like, you better pump the brakes on that bullshit, like, if you're talking shit. And he claims that he made that up. Like, you've got to be kidding me. Are you serious? Do you understand how many fucking people say that and have been saying that now that I'm 38? Like, people still say that. And he wants to say he came up with it first. That is a super weird, strange motherfucker, dude.
More importantly, gentlemen, because you are.
Well, you know where he gets that from is who started
Who's just
that,
talking?
and it comes across different from is YR. YR started that.
Okay, gentlemen, I was just talking. Thank you for interrupting me, but I was
Sorry.
trying to give you some
That-
respect. But where do you think this comes from? Where do you think this, what could only be described as delusional view, come from?
I think
Man,
it comes from in
I-
between his ears, but I don't think there's much there.
I think there's a lot of PTSD that is in his life. I think he's gone through a lot of weird shit, maybe touchy feely things, maybe people fucking ragging on him, like, and it's gotten to a point now when he got older and parents are dead. He got a couple bucks, went through a windshield, got a couple more bucks. Now he's trying to just gain acceptance by that. That's just hey, that's what I think. Doesn't mean what it is. That's just what I think. I think he went through a lot of shit, like a lot of gay ass weird shit, and now he's trying to turn that all because it's been tough on his life for all the weird shit. And that's all I got to say about
And
the
we're
word
responsible for that, huh?
He hides out a lot. I mean, obviously he doesn't go many places.
Nah, he don't go nowhere.
No.
Girl goes nowhere. She goes out, gets food, fucks the doctor at her fucking job, and then comes back, is like, here's your food. She goes, lays down in the bed while he's on the fucking computer all day. I mean, you really think the bitch is fucking sitting there like okay with the situation at hand in Gam's house? Her Gam, not his. Hers. I mean, come on, bro.
Yeah. He's probably been mooching for a while.
A long time.
Oh, but I traveled the entire United States, the entire world, or just a couple of states, really. But yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
no, of course. The other day, he said he lived to Hollywood. And everybody in Hollywood was there. Really, bro.
He seems like the Hollywood type.
Totally.
I don't know. I don't have much more to say about the guy. It's just
Well, we're closing in on 3 hours, so
Everything that I've said about him is something that I've said 100 times. The only thing that's new is I am literally putting out there live. Let's see what you do. Let's get everybody together. Let's see what you do, Mr. Bruce Lee. And then let me show you what I do. So everyone can take your ticket. Like, oh my God, okay. Tony's definitely not 200 pounds. He's like 130. And he hurts his foot kicking a fucking bag. And then there's Danny at 235, swallowed up. Which, by the way, also, too, that's the other thing, too. I have to put this out there. I was on a fucking phone call with Gargas and some other people the other night. And, there's been a few times that, like, Tony, like, being a weirdo and looking all sweaty and fucking slick and fucking slimy, like, took his shit off and he looked like he had saggy tits and shit, whatever. Y'all can fucking Gargas and everybody on the stream. I took my shirt off, was sitting there. I'm like, dude, you see these pecs? You see this shit? And they're like, dude, yeah, no, that's swelled up. I can show my shit, so I'll do my shit also too. Bareback, they're like, it's all good. Like, this guy, I don't know where he comes
But
up.
Danny,
with
it really doesn't matter. He's 160 pounds.
Well, I'm 235, bro, and I've got
And he's like 5'6".
I look like a gorilla, bro. Like,
Yeah, you're a gorilla, and he's a fucking chimpanzee. Or not even. He's a monkey.
Oh, don't
He's
say
a
me.
he's a monkey. You're a gorilla. Who's gonna win? It don't matter
Exactly.
what you. It don't matter how you can throw how you can throw a
I just
kick.
had to throw it out there because he says this shit about me, like, oh, he's 300 pounds plus, and he's fucking this and that.
Even
Like, I did like a 4-hour stream pimping the nose shirt, bro, and people like, damn, dude, you look
even if
like
even
every
if you were 300 pounds, you would still. That would be even
that,
worse for him.
that too, that too. No, I'm swole as fuck. I have no problem. So I'm gonna put him on blast. I'm gonna say it for the 10th fucking time. We'll do it live. What's up? And then we'll see. Then we'll see. Let's go ahead and hear what he's gonna say tomorrow about. I don't know, whatever he's gonna come up with about, like, we're not doing it live. It's just that and the third. As he says, this, that, and the third. Right. Let's go ahead and do
Oh
it,
my
man.
God, that Boston accent justifies Boston being nuked.
Shit, you ain't fucking lying, Dave. You ain't fucking lying, man.
I'm actually going to be cooking some tacos tonight, some chicken tacos, very similar. And you know what? I could probably do some chicken quesadillas as well, because I have the
So
ingredients. But
good.
you know, the guy tonight, strangely, with much joy in his voice, ordered Taco Bell, or I should say, probably it was his girl that ordered Taco Bell because it was delivered to his little room, and
You already know what time it is, Dave. Don't second guess yourself. Of course you know who bought it. The girl.
it could have been Gam Gam, but yeah.
Or it
So,
could have been
but basically, yeah. Instead of actually making food, because that always seems to be a big issue for Tony. Actually making food. We've never even, I mean, like with my Instagram, and everyone knows my Instagram. It's obviously Devious Dave Rose. You can see the shit that I fucking cook and stuff. Sometimes I put that on Twitter, but you know, it's simple shit, very simple shit. And when you're actually claiming some sort of victory or joy out of ordering Taco Bell delivery. First of all, Taco Bell after 15 minutes of, or probably 10 minutes of you getting the order is already, it's just like McDonald's. It's gone bad. You know, you can't, how can you expect
great
to eat that shit
warm.
if it's
Like,
older than that? And, you know, you're getting it by delivery, so it's taking time. Maybe it's lukewarm at most. Now, what are you going to do? Fucking heat that up in the oven, overcook it, and make it way too crispy? Or are you going to put that in the microwave and irradiate yourself and just make that shit even worse? But regardless is, what are you getting in front of you? Garbage. But you're taking pleasure in the fact that, oh, I ordered Taco Bell and now it's delivered and I'm going to eat this, like, oh, a chalupa and a fucking chicken quesadilla. You can't make that shit on your own. You can't fucking literally get tortillas, get fucking raw chicken, you know, vegetables of all sorts, and then make your own shit which is fresh. It's as big as you want, is as good as you want. Is that so difficult?
That isn't.
it's not. Yes. That's why I stayed silent. I don't
But
know. I don't know.
who can claim actual victory by saying, "Look, I ordered a steak." First of all, ordering a steak, like honestly, to me it's a capital crime. It's almost as bad as
That's
treason.
a sin.
To order a steak delivery, you are a psychopath. It's as simple as that. You are an evil individual that needs to be, you know, removed from our society. Steak salad, or even just ordering a salad, like, is it so difficult to literally get a bag of fucking lettuce? Might be $2 at most. Get a bunch of
Yeah.
different vegetables. Like, is it so difficult, or are you that lazy? Has everything just been handed out to this guy? Because, like, he claims, like, oh, at 15, like,
Maybe.
I had no parents and blah, 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 and this and that. It's just like, but the sounds of it, it's like you always had a gourmet meal, because the way that you scoff at things that are, you know, very simple, like boiled potatoes and vegetables, it makes it sound like you just turn your nose down on anything that you feel is poor people food, when it just seems to me that you probably had everything handed to you.
And it seems that way.
It sure does.
Sure
I
does.
have puddle. It is what it is.
Well,
Yeah, I know, dude,
I'm thinking of making dinner. If anyone wants to donate, how about this? Let's do this. If anyone wants to donate, I'll make the show go longer. How about that? Beat the cock. Ooh, I'd love to have someone beat my cock, as long as they're female, biologically. But yeah, we're gonna wrap it up unless somebody wants to pay to play sort of thing.
I got a question for Danny.
What you got?
What?
What would you rather work? Commission based or hourly based?
It's an easy answer.
You know what? Wait. Okay. So, do I have to take away what I'm doing right now? Like, let's say, like, I'm just flat out, I ain't got nothing. Or am I supposed to take away what I do have as a career?
Isn't there something in your career? Isn't there any kind of incentivized commission based work?
No, not being a mechanical engineer, no. So, okay.
Wait. Hold on a second. Are you telling me that people after high school actually do go to university, dude?
Bro,
Whoa, mind blown.
schools after Dave, I swear, bro.
Oh my god,
No.
dude! I never even thought of that, dude. Like, I thought it was just
Dude.
like made up by Hollywood that people, these college movies and stuff, like Porky's and like fucking, like Revenge of the Nerds. I thought that was all made up, dude. Like, really, you're telling me like there's universities out there and like you can actually become a doctor? Like, whoa, dude, mind blown.
Yeah, no, man, that's the secret. Don't tell nobody. But on the real, shafted to answer you. With being an engineer, I'm totally fucking happy with that, and I do not have any kind of incentive when it comes to commission. However, before I got this, and when I was going through school, post-secondary school, outside of high school, Tony, you never did that.
Whoa.
I did have jobs where I was commission based, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm very good at selling. I've got the gift of gab. So I would say that I would choose that as opposed to what I have now if I didn't have it. I would definitely go that route because I know for a fact and I'm comfortable enough to know that I've got the gift of gab and I can sell.
Right.
I need any kind of fucking salary as opposed to like, you got salary and then commission.
What you can put out.
Exactly.
What you take in. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about because I think
Yeah.
I kind of sort of talked about this the other day whenever you
Yeah.
and I out the other day. No, I would definitely go about that if you are sure about yourself in order to do that because
Right.
I'm a person that is charismatic. I can speak to people. I can talk. I can do all that stuff. And I did very well whenever I was young until I got into my job. So
you don't think you could do better at a commission-based sales job yearly than what you're doing now?
man, honestly, I really don't know because I make six figures doing.
Right.
It's like, I mean, don't get me wrong, you can do that.
Especially with a degree, especially that you have a degree, and I'm not even thinking, what I do, but I'm thinking even other stuff like pharmaceutical is a great one to sell.
You know what? Makes sense, and I don't have any that I could know
Fuck
about
commission.
pharmaceuticals.
No, fuck commission. It's fucking pathetic. If you don't trust me and my capabilities to actually do a good job while I'm on the road and aren't willing to pay me hourly, fuck your commission. Fuck it. because
but
there are
David,
people out there that are stupid and won't get the fucking biz, and they won't buy in and stuff. I'm not fucking trudging on across the country, slinging cheese for you to fucking say, oh, you're not doing a good job. No. The fact is, you want me to do a job? I'll fucking do it, but you're paying me hourly. You don't like it? Get another schlub that'll do that. I know my value.
Well, and I feel like that. With what you just said, Dave. I've had some jobs right outside of that. I was the same way. It's like, hey, man, I know what I can do, and I want salary based plus commission. And I ran into a couple of things. It's like, man, now like we don't do this commission. And after a while, I took it, and you know what? I made a lot of fucking money, a lot of money.
a lot more money.
Do whatever you want. I'm not delegating myself to or relegating myself even to that sort of shit.
You're in control.
I'm Generation X.
When you're on commission,
I'm
when
not
you're
the
commission-
fucking incompetent that is the millennial and the Zoomer. Okay, they
But
can.
if you're-
You see this constantly on videos. Oh, this kid saw that there was a bunch of dishes to clean at McDonald's, and he quit on site rather than. Come on, it's a bunch of fucking dishes. How fucking difficult is that? You got industrial strength fucking dish cleaners to fucking help you out, and you're quitting on the side of this? No, when push comes to shove, and people want a good worker, they're going to go for me over other people. But I'm not willing to relegate myself to playing around with kids that are below me in skill level and maturity. Enjoy your fucking, massive turnaround at your company. You want to keep hiring these fucking morons? It ain't my fucking problem. You want to hire someone that can fucking write the ship? Well, you've got my resume, but I'm certainly not going to fucking accept your bullshit of, oh, entry level. No. I'm telling you what I'm accepting. You don't like that? Well, find somebody else. Oh, you're calling me back? Well, that's going to require an actual additional $3,000 signing bonus. Oh, you don't like that? Okay, bye. Oh, you're calling me again? Well, I'm going to have to now increase the signing bonus. Do you want to keep playing this game or what? And again, that's the way I play. I know my value.
Yeah, no, of course, absolutely, I agree with you on that. It's the fact of the matter of like, what would you slice down the middle? Like, would you go straight commission? Would you do like salary and even maybe commission?
No, I don't
I
do
guess
commission.
Lies
Simple as that.
with-
You're gonna make more. You're
like-
gonna naturally, if you're good at what you do, and you can, and there's an
No,
opportunity.
I'm not going to
to
worry about. No, see, commission
collect
is basically about
commission.
sucking cock. And I'm not a homosexual, so I don't suck cock. So the fact is, commission is like, oh, how about we add this to this and that? It's like, look, I've done B2B before, business to business. Oh, you want a database that can handle your clients that are coming in, checking into your gym, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we've got this package. We can give you this. We can give you something else. Oh, well, I don't know about that. Okay, well, you know what? We're clearly not made for you. There's other companies out there. Go ahead and do it. But I can assure you that if you go with us, we're the ones who know what we're fucking doing. So, up to you. And it's as simple as that. Again, when you deal with interbusiness dealings, you don't deal with this, oh, well, I'm trying to suck your cock. I'm trying to make you feel good and stuff. No, I know the value of our product. Okay, I'm here to not waste your time, is to give you the solution that you need to run your business. Simple as that.
Could you imagine Dave as a product specialist?
Well, I've done that. I've done
I can
documentation.
totally see you do it.
What do you mean?
He good.
Hold on,
He
what?
good.
You want to
Like-
see me do it?
No, I could totally see you do it.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck
well,
what
I've
you
do-
do.
I've done it.
But
I
no,
mean-
I could. Yeah, that would be a good one for you.
It's boring for me.
Training other people.
I've done that too, and it's also boring because a lot of people have these attitude issues, and you can't, unfortunately, in today's day and age, beat somebody down in training and teach them the ways. You'll get arrested for that.
You're right about that, man.
And let's not lie. Some of these people
Right.
do deserve to be beat. But
Yes.
I've encountered this too. Is that you're presented with people that you need to train that are literally jockey. What did I call them? I call them keyboard jockeys or keyboard monkeys. basically people that had enough knowledge necessary to conduct the job, but had no critical thinking skills. So they put a caller on hold for 40 minutes, waiting for somebody to get off their call to ask them, "Hey, how do I get the program to start?" It's like, but that was covered in basic training. It's this. Oh yeah, that's what I thought it was. And then they go back to the call after wrecking the whole team's fucking time. Work and so forth, because that's also another thing that you've got to deal with these stupid large companies, is that they think that the amount of time that you spend, if it's over a certain amount, it's a waste of time, when in fact, the old grandma, you got to be able to explain things to her so that she understands how to fix her computer. That's why you were hired. So that sort of shit I don't deal with. Metrics is the word that if I ever encounter someone say that word to me, I'll probably stab them in the mouth. This obsession over numbers of, we need to resolve the call in this amount of time. It's just like, sometimes it's not possible to do that. And more importantly, are you concerned with the customer experience, which is in our motto, in our mission? Or are you just concerned that you want to get through as many calls as possible and make it look like you're actually solving problems, despite the fact that next month now we've got 20,000 calls as opposed to 10,000? I've had to deal with the dumbest fucking people ever. And I've always said this. Most people are, they fail upwards. You guys ever heard that saying?
No.
You never heard that? Okay. Well, in middle management, for example, you have a lot of people that are elevated to the position of managers who are incompetent beyond belief. So the saying says, well, you fail upwards. So these people who are failures entry level are somehow, and very often than not, sucking cock and other things, put into positions where they should never have been in the first place. And then you see the destruction of the department and the loss of sales and such. So, yes, that is a saying. I'm surprised you haven't heard that, geezer, because you are older than I am. But yes, fail upwards. Maybe it's a Canadian thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is, you hoser.
Yeah, but then again, you do belong in a state that should be part of Canada. You do know that. Michigan should be part of Canada according to our ancient ways. But you got away this time, Yankee.
I don't see the connection. I'm looking at the map.
Well, initially when the treaty was signed between Britain, which controlled Canada, and America after the War of 1812, which ended in 1814, basically we were going to get Michigan, Wisconsin, and some places below Manitoba, but then they decided, okay, let's just split it up so that we each get some of the Great Lakes, and then we can have commerce and stuff. So it was a smart economic deal, but granted, even still, you belong to Canada, okay? So you are a dishonorary Canadian. I know that you probably are vomiting in your mouth at the thought of that there, Shaft, but yeah, I'm going to have to... And yes, now this is even better, because now that you've been declared dishonorary Canadian, Canadian football, CFL football, is now your de facto team. So, sport. And you know what? You can, I don't know, since you're... I'll give you the Blue Bombers. How about that? Because they're in Manitoba. They're close to you. They're not close to, where I am with Toronto. But, yeah, that's your new honorary team. So, congratulations. You are an unhonorary Canadian.
I can be...
this guy's probably like, I need to take a bath. I feel so dirty.
If Ontario only has one CFL team?
Yes, and actually that's also affected by NFL rules. Apparently, if teams are too close, and this actually also affected by NHL teams. They can't be too close to other teams, right?
Right.
So yeah, the same thing apply. Well, actually, no. Hold on. Ontario has two teams, Ottawa and Toronto.
Okay.
There's that.
Well, Ottawa would be my team then.
Oh,
I think.
well, okay. I accept you as my adversary there. That would be a
Okay.
good team to select because Ottawa and Toronto have
You
gone
didn't know
back.
that I never cheer for any
You
team.
actually, no. What am I saying? I'm fucking retarded. I'm also stoned and drunk right now. But I can still handle myself a lot better than Tony can. No, Ontario has 3 teams: the Hamilton Ticats, and the funny thing is that a lot of people this season said, "We're like, do the Ticats even exist?" Because they did so abysmally. So that also is comical. But yeah, 3 teams: Hamilton, Toronto, and Ottawa. So my bad.
So you had to look up.
No, I didn't have to
much
look up. I just remembered the team that is really the adversary of Toronto. Ottawa is not really Toronto's adversary. It's the
I
Hamilton
would just think a
Ticats.
CFL fan would just, if
No, I hate Hamilton. That's why I fucking don't think about them. I think about Toronto. That's it. And plus the Blue Bombers. They did fucking awesome this year. I don't know where my boy Steve Callan is because he certainly agreed with me, but
I think this whole CFL thing's a work.
it was fake all along, right?
Yeah,
It was just some sort of maybe it's just like I don't know some sort of communist plan to infiltrate America with.
It could be.
Maybe that's why it's called the CFL, is the Communist Football League, right?
Yes, it's
Oh.
probably fixed. It's probably fixed.
Next thing you know, you're gonna have 2 men in black showing up at your door and saying, "Mr. Shaft, we think that you're gonna want to stop talking about this on the internet."
You cannot talk about the CFL.
And then afterwards, there's a photograph of him in the newspaper. Man mysteriously shoots himself in the back of the head 9 times, and it's
Yep.
declared suicide. CFL CFL players seen nearby.
I can see it. I can see the headlines now.
No. See, Canadians won't do that to you. They won't kill you. Only Americans will. The Canadians will apologize after they hit you. Psh, sorry, eh? Psh, sorry, eh? Psh, sorry, eh?
Sorry, eh?
Yeah, they got to apologize and then say A, obviously. It is required.
Is your favorite movie Strange Brew?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Is that like the national movie of Canada?
No, it's not. Actually, if you want a funny, well, there's too many great Canadian movies. Canadian Bacon was a great movie, although I can't necessarily say it was a fully Canadian movie. But The Kids in the Hall. Have you ever watched Brain Candy?
Yeah, I haven't watched Brain. No, I haven't watched I've watched it a long time ago.
That movie is incredible. It is so goddamn fucking good. And this was many years prior to what's his name, Mike Myers, actually making Dr. Evil in the appearance, I guess, of Lorne Daniels. Is it Lorne Daniels? Lorne Michaels. Lord Michaels, the producer of and creator, I believe, of Saturday Night Live. So this was actually the character very similar to Lorne Michaels was shown on this movie, but it integrated. And if you ever watch the show, The Kids in the Hall, it integrated a lot of the characters that were in that show into the movie, and there was an actual storyline to it. It just wasn't a bunch of skits put together.
Oh wow!
It was one of, I don't know, one of the funniest Canadian comedy movies I think ever. And I mean, I love the Trailer Park Boys stuff. Strange Brew is great. What else do we got? Canadian Bacon. I'm forgetting a few, to be quite honest. There's a few great Canadian movies that. What was it? Goon. Do you remember the movie Goon?
No, I do not.
It was a hockey-based movie.
Okay.
And that was basically based in Canada, filmed in Canada, and basically had a bunch of Canadians that were running the production. Jay Bacurau, you know that guy, right? Don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, he, I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he was involved highly in that, writing as well as directing, acting in the movie. Um, yeah, man. I'm honestly trying to think because there's a lot more, in my opinion, movies that you would probably recognize that were Canadian based. Yeah. There's that stupid movie. What's it called? Scott. What's it? Scott. I was gonna say Scott Bacon, but that's not it.
Acula.
No, it's. Fuck. Let me look this up because it's bugging me and I do have to show it. Looks like Danny left. I'll address those comments in the chat in just a moment here, but Scott. Jeez, I can't remember what this fucking name. Can somebody help me out here in the chat? It had Brandon Routh in that.
No. I
Oh,
have
Scott
no idea.
Pilgrim versus the World. There we go. You didn't hear about that.
What was it called?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Never heard of it.
Well, it was a
When
sort
did-
of independent movie. It was based in Toronto.
When did it come out? What year?
Bear with me here. 2010.
That's not that old.
No, it's not. But it's just an odd thing because it was an American sort of company that was producing it, but they based it out of Toronto. It was based on a comic book.
The last movie I ever went to the movies and actually watched was a Blair Witch Project, the original one.
So you
On
haven't
Mushroom.
been in a theater in probably close to 30 years.
Yes.
All right, is that as old as the cobwebs that hang in your crypt there, Chef?
Yes.
Excellent. But
Yeah, probably
yeah,
that about
well,
that old.
actually, I'll be honest. The last time that I actually went to the theater was the first Avengers movie, right? And the theater was mostly empty, but there was a kid and his, I guess, grandparents behind me. And this kid just fucking made the entire experience so unenjoyable.
Right.
Where I just got to the point where I was like, I'm done. Because in the past, even, I'd experienced, like, even at that point, and this was, I can't remember when that movie came out, 2010, I think, or something. But prior to that, you know, smartphones got into vogue. And you're waiting for the movie to start, or the movie starts, and everyone's got their phone out. You've got all these bright screens that are just illuminating shit, and you're just there to fucking watch a movie.
Right.
And it's just fucking annoying. Now, meanwhile, you think to yourself, well, hold on a second here. Nowadays, you know, a TV, a big screen 4K high def TV costs $200 or something. Or, hey, I just went to a garage sale and I was able to pick off this fucking, you know, 50-inch TV that these guys had. It's a fucking LCD and it's heavy, but it fucking works great. So now I've got this and I can hook this up in my living room. I can sit on my couch. I can fucking be pantless. Have my balls just fucking hanging out. Eat some popcorn. And just watch this thing in fucking surround sound and just get enveloped. Like, why would you want to go to the fucking theater?
Yeah. They gotta throw a lot at you now, and I think they do. Is from what I hear. You know, they have the bigger seats, and you know, some of these theaters around me, they serve alcohol.
Yeah, but okay, that's the thing though. You can serve yourself alcohol at home. And more
True.
importantly is that a more intimate. I used to love going to theaters back in the day that were very small. I don't remember how many people, 30 people maybe at total, they could hold 50. But it wasn't like some of these bigger theaters that could hold, up to 200 or something, right? So
Right.
these smaller theaters were actually much more intimate, much more enjoyable. And despite the fact that the screen might be a little smaller, you're still getting it in your entire field of view. So you're viewing it entirely in your eyes as you would if it was in a larger stage. But that larger stage has a larger screen, obviously. So in this manner, I do love more the intimate feel. And why not just move that into the next logical point, which is, okay, I've got a basement. I've got a room in the basement. Let's make this the movie room. And you can, again, get a screen that can fit your needs, get a couch and stuff, position yourself properly, and surround sound, actually, buying it, third party from stores and stuff, you can probably make a better job in making your own fucking moving room than you could get experience wise when it comes to what's currently being done in theaters, unless if you want to consider that they're spending millions of dollars to refurbish this stuff. And yeah, you're experiencing this stuff on a big screen, but then again, you're also paying higher ticket prices, higher prices for fucking snacks, beers that are $25 a piece. It all gets cast off. That increase in price gets cast off onto all these other aspects of the whole movie experience. Meanwhile, you can cut that all out and do it entirely from home and have a better experience, in my opinion.
Through that. What happened if they had? Maybe they should open up a theater that you're allowed to smoke weed in. Like you can smoke a joint while you're watching a movie.
It's called the drive-in, which need to come back.
There you go. Yeah, I think that would help movies. Yeah.
Drive-ins, so few people have experienced the joy of drive-ins, and they are fucking great. And I think that they should make a comeback, because especially during the summer and stuff, and if you've got a convertible, even better, but you can enjoy a fucking movie and, be in your own vehicle, eat your own food, smoke your own weed, and nobody's bothering you. You're just there watching the fucking movie.
That is true. On a lighter note, Wrestling Hall of Famer Barry Windham has had a massive heart attack and is in ICU.
I reported that multiple times yesterday on Joe's show. But yes,
oh,
he is in
never
the
mind.
ICU, currently recovering. Mike
Yeah.
Rotunda is currently doing a fundraiser for him. If you wish to donate, that's where you need to go. But yes, Barry Windham, the uncle of Bray Wyatt.
He was a good wrestler.
What's his name? What's his real name? Wyndham Rotunda, right?
No, he's not a. He's not a rotunda. He's a. I think I'm. No, that is his real last name, but his dad was Blackjack Mulligan.
No, but I believe his name is Wyndham Rotunda.
Oh, one of the. Well, I think that's one of the Wyatts, right?
No, that's the name of Husky Harris, a.k.a. fucking Bray Wyatt. That's his actual legal name, Wyndham
Yes.
Rotunda. His dad is fucking IRS.
Right.
So his legal name apparently, because again, these Wyndham, Barry Wyndham is his uncle.
Is his
and
uncle, right?
Had a good relationship with Mike Rotunda. Is that and I think he married Rotunda's sister, but that's how he's this guy's uncle. The guy loved him so much that he named his kid I think it's his firstborn, Wyndham Rotunda. So
And I don't know if it was necessarily after Barry. I mean, it might have been after, just the family name in general because of,
I'm just
his
going off what
father.
I've read.
His father,
and
too.
These dirt
But
sheets
yeah.
are always dirty, hence the name. So you never know. But this is the legend that we speak of.
I always enjoyed watching Barry Windham in the early days. He was a part of WrestleMania 1. Him and Mike Rotundo.
Yep. I actually at the end of was it American? What's the song? Real American.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got Jesse the Body Ventura. If you actually have the album, you can hear this. But you got Ventura actually shitting on Wyndham and Rotunda. He's like, oh, I can't remember what it was. Like, oh, something Wyndham and Rotunda, and yeah, if you're aware of that album, because I grew up in that time, that you'd know that sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't remember the song exactly, but I
Shout out to Mars Mira in the chat. It's been a while. Call up Mars. Mars, me hearty, we need you. We need to hear from the man himself there in Vegas. The pirate of the desert.
I'm gonna leave you, Dave. I'm gonna get out of
Have
here.
I tired you out so much?
I am ready to hit the hay. Yes.
You've been sucking on that fucking NyQuil, haven't you?
Nope, I've been smoking it.
Ah, smoking the NyQuil. Well, next time make the chicken NyQuil. All the kids are into that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I put another little. Did you see the meme I put in that chat over there?
No.
Check it out. It's kind of funny.
I will. Oh, this thing. Name 2 things that hurt children back in the 1980s.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll show that. See, the problem is it is somewhat dated, so people won't get the trike
Right.
reference. I'll explain it though, because I always do. But yes, the other one will certainly make sense to a lot of people. That surpasses
older
multiple
crowd.
generations.
The older crowd.
Well, even the younger crowd seems to know stranger danger. So,
Well, I'm talking about what he's on.
well, yeah, I'll have to explain that, but at least it's 50% that I've got to explain. The other half, I don't really need to.
Right. All right, Manuel. You have a good night.
All right, thanks so much for calling in. I do appreciate it.
No problem. Later.
There goes Extreme Shaft, yes. Mars Mira says, I just got home, Dave. I'm beat. Well, it doesn't cost you much to talk on the tally. So, how about that? Now, I did promise to go back to the chat here. There's a lot of activity here. What does Dave Rose do? He provides entertainment, yes. Bullseye says, I agree with Dave. I would tell people our products are the best. We get it done at a good price. No discussion. Take it or leave it. Yes, that is how you run a proper business. Tiff says, does the CFL still have a field goal post in the middle of the end zone? That has to suck if you run into it while going out for a pass. No, I don't believe so. No, I might be getting confused. I'm a little stoned. Regardless. Maybe I'll have to do an episode on CFL football rules and, just so everyone knows how it works. Spartan King says, Miracle on Ice, Mighty Ducks, yo, Frozen. Saw the original Matrix at a drive-in in Spain. That's an interesting place to watch the Matrix. I think Matrix might be a Canadian movie, though. Or 2. No, it wasn't. Tiff says, never seen The Matrix. Only thing I know about it is that it's a role Will Smith turned down for a Wild West movie. The Wild West movie. Tiff, we've talked in the past about esoteric things, but if you truly want to understand some things of this reality, I would urge you to watch the first movie and then consult with me. Now, some people will say that, oh, only the first movie was good, the other two were shit. The problem is that people don't understand that the basis, and don't believe the fucking people that initially wrote it because they went fully insane and had their dicks cut off and transitioned, and then claimed that it was always about a trans fucking allegory. It's not. If you really understand the esoteric, the Matrix trilogy was based on Gnosticism. And the examples are so laid out that you'd have to be blind not to see them. Now, Tiff has a very keen eye, like myself. And I think she would certainly be able to understand this when she understands the context that it should be in. Because it's not a movie about fucking shooting guns and, being this hero. And no, there's so much more to this movie. And the underlying emphasis, which is always present when it comes to movies that are made by big Hollywood, because they do want to convey their messages to their own people, is that this entire series was based on Gnosticism, knowledge, and that particular religion, if you wish to call it that. It's evident through and through. The second and third movies, I think, are spectacular. Many people won't agree with them, but many people won't understand the underlying message in those movies. It's not about the action that you're seeing, which is fucking incredible. There's so much more behind that. And, well, if you really dig deep, you'll understand that, and you see this with other movies too, people. You see this with other movies and franchises and stuff. But you've got, after the first Matrix, it got so big that they were going to make, obviously, their trilogy. But the second movie had video games based on it. It had animated fucking series based on it. All this stuff that tied in and told a story. Now, there's a lot to the story. So unless you've actually watched everything, played the games and such, Enter the Matrix on the Xbox or PlayStation 1, I believe. I can't remember. But regardless, it was better on the Xbox. You don't understand the full story of what's being told. And there's so much more to this. Extremely esoteric. And although, the creators ended up chopping their dicks off and thinking they were somebody different, it doesn't change the fact that when this was written, they'd had clued in and keyed into something that was a lot larger than them and something that has been spoken about because just look at this fucking referencing here. But so many civilizations in the past have talked about the same thing. There's an African tribe, I can't remember, starts with an A. I don't know if it's Anansi. There's an African tribe that describes that the world is covered with a net, a spider's net, a matrix, if you will. And, well, many people have pointed out that a lot of the symbols that are used by the elite have basically what looks like a net cast over the earth. Some people might call it the meridian lines and longitude, latitude, and so forth, which to a certain extent they do reflect. But if they don't align, with those longitudes and latitudes, and yet appear to be more so of a web-like nature, you start to see that the elite, more so, are trying to imprint onto people that they have a net over the world. They have a control over the world. And you can interpret it however you wish, but this is their symbols, not mine. I didn't create them. I'm not telling people, hey, this is this. These people put it out themselves. Make up your own mind. If you're smart enough, you'll draw the conclusion that should be. But if you're going to believe that, yes, the government is there to help you and that you have nothing to worry about, well, then your fate really belongs to you and you alone. So, Spartan King of Texas says, I have a calibrated eye. Well, I have a lazy one. Ante up. How about that? I can cross the street without even turning my head and still see both ways while I cross. And that is amazing self-deprecating humor. Because I can laugh at myself, and that's perfectly fine. But some people, oh, how dare you? How dare you talk about me? Oh, it's not nice. All right, so this was actually told to me to show quite a while ago. I haven't. And there we go. I'm planning on this background, but whatever. So what is this that I was supposed to play or put up in front? Oh, this is what Shaft was telling me. Name 2 things that hurt children back in the 1980s. So what we got here is a trike. Back in our day, although these things were manufactured, having one wheel at the front would make it extremely unstable, and many, many people died, got injured, and so forth, including kids, which made them outlaw. There we go. Outlaw. But the first thing here is Michael Jackson riding the tricycle. So I thought I'd mention that at least. I thought it was comical. Forgot that Shaft had sent that to me, but might as well mention it. So, how long have we been going on for? I still have to make my actual fucking tacos. And you know what, Tiff, my lovely Miss Tiff, I will show you pictures of my tacos. How about that? It's gonna be great, and they'll be great tacos. Okay, they'll be, and I think for you because you are Mexicana, and or Tex-Mex, or I don't know. What do you claim yourself to be? I think that you will like my soft tacos, and I think I might make a quesadilla as well. It'll be great, and I can show Tony yet again that I don't have to order from Taco Bell and claim, oh my God, look at me, I'm ordering Mexican. Taco Bell is Mexican. But no, I think I'll do a good meal tonight, and chicken tacos. But I am thinking about flautas as well. Flautas are very nice. Gotta fry it, but hey, who doesn't love fried stuff? I mean, everyone loves fried stuff. Flautas are great. You know what? Maybe I'll do a lot. How about that? Maybe I'll do a lot. I do flauta. I do taco. I don't have enough. My tortillas aren't big enough to do burrito. They're too small. But, so maybe some taco. Soft taco, obviously. And sorry, it's not maíz. Forgive me, Tiff. It's not maíz. It's going to have to be flour. Harina. La masa. But I'm going to have to do that. But I have got some good ingredients, some good fresh ingredients to add to it. But who knows? Maybe I make some yuca tonight. Who doesn't love yuca? I mean, and, to stop the shit. If you don't like Yuka, you deserve a drop kick to the face. Because seriously, Yuka's fucking awesome. If you've never bothered to even investigate what Yuka is, you should feel ashamed. Feel absolutely ashamed about yourself. But yes, Yuka, delicioso. So, it is 9:27 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we've gone through, what have we gone? 3 hours, 48 minutes. I don't want to go for 4 hours just to top up the bill. So I will allow for anybody else to call in if they wish. I can always talk about anything because I don't need to fucking play clips. No clip was played today of Tony. Nobody can say anything about that. Certainly, did I review his chat? Yes. Because he had a lot of losers in there. Man, it's very easy to identify them. But here we are. Still on YouTube. Still not canceled. And still dealing with people telling me, nobody likes you, Dave. Oh, you gotta leave. Seriously, you're fucking retarded. I find it so comical. So comical that these people have this mentality, but it's the mentality of children. Did I show the photo of... Hold on, let me check. Yeah, I did show. But yes, constantly, obviously, in the only place that they're relegated, Tony's chat, you have these people speaking these things. But it is what it is. And again, I go to sleep not even thinking a goddamn thing about them. But apparently, they just can't survive. So, I certainly do want to continue to follow my endeavors, don't you think? Yes. So what else we got here? Well, we get another message. What's going on here? Let me just check that. Oh, I already saw that. Why'd you send it again? All right. I am trying to make it to the fucking... I don't know if I will be able to make it the 4-hour mark, because I think I've spoken quite a lot about things that went down today. I think I did a good job in, providing some entertainment, yes. Discussing various topics and embarrassing those that required a little embarrassment. But yes, I think it's time for me to take heed and go make myself a delicious dinner. Again, me making myself food, Tony. I'm making food for myself. Okay, I'm not like saying, "Hey, babe," or okay, let's play Dave Rose. "Hey, Dad, make me a taco, Dad." No, that's not happening. Plus, I trust my skills much more. But then again, since you've probably never put your hands on any raw meat, you're a little scared about that stuff, Tony. Meanwhile, I'll make you a meal. And you will praise me, yes, because I am so great. In my culinary ways, yes. So... Tiff says, looking forward to it, Dave. American. Okay. But yeah, as we wrap up, I will have to say that although I did not expect to have so many people watching me tonight, especially in comparison to Tony, I kind of suspected it could occur. I mean, I certainly didn't discount it. And as has been proven in the past, I go live. Tony's got, 30 viewers, blah, blah, blah. They just decimate to fucking 5, 6. And meanwhile, everyone's here on my channel. Hating me, loving me, whatever. I created the hate watcher and hate donate terms and so forth, blah, blah, blah. Praise me, blah, 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 blah. But yeah, when I go live, again, apparently the numbers don't matter to Tony unless he's getting the numbers, but then as soon as he starts to lose the numbers, they really don't matter. It doesn't work that way. But yes, yet again, showing myself to be the champion of the community, your first drama emperor. Devious Dave Rose, doing a great job tonight, yes. So, on that note, I guess I'm fucking off. I'm gonna go make some dinner. Hope you guys have a good night tonight yourself. And I don't even know what's going on tonight. If there's anything, if anyone's doing a show or whatever. But I thought it provided, sufficient amount of entertainment for your benefit. Yes. So, like I said, on that note, I'm Devious Dave Rose. We're gonna end the show right now. Have yourselves a blessed evening and an awesome tomorrow. Goodbye and take care. Except for you, Fatso. You're a fucking moron. Hi, Shid. Hi. Shout out to you, Tab.